appearances. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Hey, Daddy, this is $1 beat.
BoxingVoice.com. No matter what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Derevynchenko Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no really no special effects. BoxingVoice.com. How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app. BoxingVoice.com. I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Derevynchenko Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Boxing is back. Can you believe it? We're actually previewing and predicting some fights. Yes, our beloved sport is back. Thank the boxing gods. Thank you, Top Rank. Thank you to Shakur Stevenson being a young, up-and-coming champion ready to create his own legacy, staying ready so he don't got to get ready and being able to main event this Top Rank event. Welcome back to Top Rank. So we're going to be discussing, obviously, Shakur Stevenson's return along with a slew of undercard fighters that makes this a very, very interesting Top Rank card. You know, we got Jared Anderson, the real Big Baby Miller, Guido Vianello, a Sam Jones managed heavyweight out of Italy. We got the return of the Cuban Robeisy Ramirez, who suffered the first loss of his pro career in his pro debut. The same guy who got the gold medal over Shakur Stevenson. So how the tables have turned. Big fish, little fish. You on my undercard, I'm just saying. Then we got the return of Andy Ruiz. We're discussing the possibility of him and Chris Arreola is the alleged rumor. Plus his, he's officially going in with Eddie now. It's over. No more training himself. He's about to start camp with Eddie Reynoso. Then we're talking Sergey Derevynchenko twice, back-to-back, morning show, evening show. This morning it was Canelo. Now this evening it is Jermall Charlo. Call him Option Man. Sergey Derevynchenko got a lot of options, man. Because remember, Andre said he wants some. So that's 3 people that want some Derevynchenko. So we also got to talk. This should have been the headline. This should have been the main event. Manny Pacquiao, Gennady Golovkin. I think it's over. That's it. I think Freddie Roach has proved to us that he is officially too old to be doing this. But Freddie believes that Manny Pacquiao, who started his career, I think at 105, can take on Gennady Golovkin at 160 pounds. But I don't know. Should we think about it? Did Golovkin look that old versus Derevynchenko that little Pacquiao could come up there and do what he did to Margarito? I don't know. That's what we're going to talk about. Those are our 4 main topics. A lot of news and notes to get to, plus a bunch of co-hosts. So let me head on out to everybody from around the globe. We're going to go out to Coach Mitty since he's got no introduction yet. Coach Midday, what up? Actually, I got something for you.
New York got the formula.
UK got the formula. Okay, Coach, what up?
Yo. What's up, Ness? What's up, TBV? UK got a formula for sure, man. And I'm here to represent, for the UK. I'm that voice from across the pond. And I'm ready to get into it. Oh, by the way, I might have an intro coming on your way, soon, right? So
beautiful.
All right.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I saw fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my jab. You know my motivation. As you saying, right? Boxing voice. Because if he comes to fight, then I'm gonna have to look for him.
I saw the fight too.
I think you accurate.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Yeah, man, hottest topic on that, besides Shakur Stevenson having a fight, is that Derevynchenko is back on the surface against Charlo. And I like you were entertaining that. You called him option man. And what a dope intro for Mitty, man.
Yeah, right. Let's go on out to Jersey Zone.
I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match.
Chip. Yeah, man, boxing is back, and we should all be excited. And one thing that I like about that card, man, is that Shakur Stevenson has my man Robeisy Ramirez on the undercard, right? Is that what I'm looking at right there?
Robeisy. Yo, what a fake Honduran you are, Robeisy.
He's
man
Cuban.
Robeisy Ramirez.
Damn. You know, the names we sometimes get in me, like Americo and all the other exotic names. Robeisy Ramirez is on that card.
Ramirez.
So I really want to see how he does, and if there's any close-ups in the camera where they put the close-up on him and then Shakur Stevenson, and there's plenty of stuff to talk about. So let's just get into it, man. Let's not keep TBV waiting.
Yeah, man. I mean, first things first. Top Ranks card in Las Vegas, ESPN. No audience, but boxing is back, man. Boxing is back. Shout out to Top Rank being, I guess, the first, right? Anyway, first big promotion or entity to put on boxing. So we got Shakur Stevenson taking on Felix. You got this one. You've been pronouncing this pretty well. Caraballo. So I'm going to make it short and sweet. I'm picking Stevenson to beat this guy. Never heard of Caraballo. I'm going to literally look him up now as we speak and see who is he. He's got one loss, 13 fights.
I don't know too much about this guy, but what I do know is that his record's pretty good, and he has a mutual opponent with Scott Quigg, Chris Colbert, and this guy Mario Briones. I was going to ask you if you ever heard of this fight. He's a Mexican fighter.
Who?
Mario Briones?
No.
Don't know nothing about him.
I mean, he looks like a vet, 29, and yeah. Hell yeah. I remember him.
He's been a test for a couple of the guys, so I figured, if Felix fought him, Felix knocked him out, TKO, or excuse me, KO. He KO'd him. I just keep trying to get a gauge of, because I don't know nothing about Felix Caraballo, but.
To me, it's what Ness said, right? We have to give a lot of credit to Top Rank, Bob Arum showing like his veteran tactic. We've all been speculated, right? We all be thinking, oh, what's the best way to bring boxing back and all this? And one of the good way of giving shine to one of your fighter or the guy that you want to build up for the future is to putting him in front of the audience when boxing is back. Just get him in first and put him in against an opponent that is very likely to look very good against and probably knock him out, right? So, veteran tactic, and shout out to Bob Arum, man.
Also, let's not forget that it's happening in the MGM Conference Center. So, smaller room, less, obviously no people to spectate, but to work. And I'm curious of like what effect that plays on the mentality of either fighters. You know what I'm saying?
What, having no crowd?
Yeah, no crowd.
I mean, look, some people saying that it won't bother, but I'm pretty sure that it will. I'm pretty sure that's gonna affect.
Also, the corner could be yelling, "Yo, put this up! Yo, do that!" Yo.
Well, nah, it's not like that. You only get to bring 2 cornermen, so you get to bring your head coach in a second, and then you're given a cut man. You got Stitch Duran on one side and Mike Rodriguez on the other for everybody, which is dope.
Yeah. But you don't think that your corner is gonna be yelling instructions?
Of course.
So they were like. So I think like that's a good point, Casual, and I think I heard it being brought up not with regards to cornermen, but with regards to broadcasters. And I think it was like Carl Frampton. He was just giving an interview somewhere in the UK this week, and he said that, you know what, even in a packed out arena, he heard commentators in one of his fights, and that bothered him. So imagine if like it's completely silent. You know, fighters gonna hear the commentator say, "Oh, he's down on the card. He needs to do this, da da da."
Right.
So those kind of things needs to be worked out. But to come back to your first point, a lot of those fighters, especially like a guy like Shakur, they've got like good, amateurs pedigree, and they fought in areas that not full up and with big crowd and stuff like that, right? So they probably would be used to it.
I think the solution for the commentators would be, for their safety as well, they have to be separated 6 feet, and they'll probably be far away, which might impair their vision of see it, and also the judges, they usually are on the apron, Shakur hits Caballero and sweat driplets hit my man, Judge Steve Frampton in the face. You know what I'm saying? Do they wear shields?
Everybody's going to be tested. Everyone is being tested.
This is huge. Yeah, this is ESPN. It's huge. Everything's going to be nice and tight. They can't be out there, not even for half a second, blamed of not doing what they got to do to protect the people. It'll look super bad. Not
to like add a paranoia to the shit, but you know how there's asymptomatic, there's also pre-symptomatic, which means you could be transmitting corona and not have any symptoms at all, or test positive, and then 5 days later, all of a sudden, all the symptoms kicked in.
Well, that's why they testing you a week before, then they quarantining you. Plus, they sending you to a specific restaurant only for you. So they're monitoring, but let's not get stuck on that. On the undercard, we got Mikaela Mayer returning on what our listeners this morning are telling us. Helen Joseph is not a tune-up. Let's just leave it there. That's what they're telling us. So that being said, I'm still picking Mikaela Mayer. I'm very sad that the fight with the other girl from Miami didn't happen. But happy to see Mikaela Mayer back. Kay Kimura is the trainer of Shakur and Mikaela Mayer and Jared Anderson, so he's going to be busy this week. And I'm interested in seeing that.
So one question, I guess, like for whoever brought up the point that our opponent is going to tune up. I don't know anything about our opponent, to be completely honest. But what do we know about her, and why is she not a tune up?
Right.
I just got to know her myself, man. It's just crazy because Helen. Go ahead, Cash.
I was gonna say a lot of these fighters I don't even know, but I'm saying somewhere on this card a star is gonna be born because he's gonna shine real bright. Everybody's gonna be watching.
They call her the Iron Lady. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm interested. I'm gonna have to go back and see what kind of fights she's been in. I don't know her style. I actually I'm gonna have to look into her, man. I don't recognize the names.
She's not winning. Top Rank isn't gonna put Mikaela Mayer in a tough fight that's an undercard with no audience on a comeback. Like, this is an experiment. Why would they experiment with the opponent? Like, this girl is not here.
So that was my point.
Yo, another thing, the Top Rank, ESPN's Top Rank play-by-play commentator Joe Testator, right? That's his name. Will be calling the action from Bristol, Connecticut, in his home. Andre Ward in his home. Timothy Bradley in his home. So there are no commentators.
Dope. Nah, you crazy? They're gonna patch their live feed through. You kidding me?
No, I meant there are no commentators in the building.
Yeah, that's smart. They used to do that with HBO boxing. I remember. There were times where they had like fights abroad, but the team was in home.
Mario.
It's me, late face Mario. There were times where they would come in. They would come in and they would do it like if they had like, let's say, a fight in New York, right? They were all gonna be doing, and then somebody was fighting abroad, and they had the undercard at 4, and they would just do it from a satellite room. So that's not something that's like super crazy that we've never seen before, but at the same time, it's a very smart move, though.
Actually, that's a good observation, and that's a good point, like Casual, because I've actually seen it last weekend. I completely forgot about it in the UK for football or soccer on our side, right? So I've seen a commentator via Zoom or something, and I was surprised. But I guess that's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, but what about the judges? Because Steve Farhood told us, I can't judge it from home. I only can judge officially. Meaning like give an official.
Well, yeah, because he never had that option.
Is it the judges as well? Like,
I don't know.
Just the commentators?
It's not written.
Bro, if they do the judges, we really gonna get good scorecards because it's better to watch it from TV, bro. Away from the audience, away from the action, separated. You know what I mean? I like that.
Because that's what he actually did say. It wasn't that he said I can't score it. He said that my scorecard is going to be very different. Remember, he was like, it's going to be different than I would score at home. So, yeah, it wasn't that he said that he couldn't or wouldn't. It just that it would be different.
Right.
Yo, why didn't y'all tell me my backdrop is straight leaning to the left?
I thought that
I'm
was
fix
the
that.
I mean,
I thought you were going for the Picasso.
I thought he was from
for the sideways
Texas.
hat.
I thought it was a thing from Texas, so like lean, you know what I mean?
True.
I'll fix that in just a bit.
Nobody got that one. All right.
I got it.
So where are y'all? Like,
we are on Jared.
Mikaela.
We're on
the
Jared
Iron Lady,
Anderson.
From the bottom or the top?
We're on the top. We're moving on to Jared Anderson versus Johnnie Langston in a 6-round heavyweight fight. Anderson is only 3-0. He's also trained by Kei Kimura, the same trainer of Shakur Stevenson. Dude's been hard to get, man. I've been trying to get him on the show since he turned pro. But these guys, they're big dogs right now. You know what I mean? Got the big contracts, 3-0, 3 KOs, and for all you UK guys, Tyson Fury's gone out publicly to say this guy's the main reason that he beat Deontay Wilder. This guy was his main sparring partner and gave him some fantastic work, allegedly. And, you got Bob out here saying the same thing. Now, obviously, that's used to promote, but they won't lie on Fury. Fury had to have said something.
What kind of work was that? It was leaning on the rope, taking punches and all that?
Sparring, bro. Sparring, you know what I mean? Pushing him is what I could assume.
Yeah.
I
get you.
3 fights.
I think, along with the other 2 fighters, Shakur and Mikaela Mayer, is part of the A-side group in that card. Like, with all the Sam trainer is being pushed. So, again, it's probably another showcase, and I'm excited to watch him. Like,
absolutely a showcase, though. At 3-0, unless he's on some sort of fast track that the world, we would have been reading about him, being ready for a title shot so soon. So, it's a 6-rounder. It's definitely everyone is in a tune-up. We'll be talking about Andy Ruiz later. He'll be in a tune-up. Like, we're in tune-up mode right now. People need to understand that.
But he's a 3-0 fighter with 3 knockouts, so he's in the mode that he needs to be in right now.
He's in developmental mode.
And he's from Toledo, Ohio. He's a pretty big guy. He's 6'4", but he's hefty, man, and he's 20 years old. He's got a great look about him. He's just got this really charismatic face. It's kind of hard to put it, but he does look a little goofy from what I've seen. I don't want to say goofy. I'm sorry, that's a bad word. Not mature, fully developed physically. He's young. He's young. He's like, still taking those first steps as like a calf, you know what I mean? And so he's just a little clumsy, I guess. I don't know how to really put it, but real quick,
I haven't seen him.
I've seen his 3 on Top Rank, and he's the goods.
He
looks
great.
KO,
looks
right?
great.
Obviously, he's got to step it up, but to be hearing things about his sparring, and obviously to know now that his trainer is Jared Anderson. His trainer is Kei Kimura. I'm interested. That whole crew that Kimura trains, they're very, disciplined.
He's gonna take Big Baby Miller's name. My man's name is Big Baby.
Well, no, he put the real Big Baby. Big Baby, and Kei Kimura also trains the new Olympian Troy Isley. Also signed to James Prince. All these kids are signed to James Prince as well.
Yeah,
Anyway,
well,
just for that, I like him, like the real big baby, man. That's swag, right? It's just like going at another guy in your division saying, "I'm the real one, man." So that's good, man.
Yeah.
yo, I
man.
wonder if that's gonna happen more and more. Where we're gonna
And-
see these
and they're
cards
both on
in this
Top
style
Rank.
with like the same manager, promoter, like, or I mean, obviously same promoter, but like, you know what I mean? A lot of guys within the same stables.
So he's not a quiet kid. You know, he could probably, because I know a lot of the, tagged as a nice guy. You know, sometimes they get tagged as not being able to do a good lead up to a fight. Do you guys know him like at all? Like, any of his Instagram or anything like that?
No, I
or?
follow him on Instagram, but again, I don't know him like that, and
Yeah, because saying I'm the real big baby Miller, it looks like he want the sauce.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this
anything,
up and coming
right,
crop is built like that. I mean, look, let's just put it in perspective. Top Rank has another heavyweight. Sorry about that, Mitty, but you're next immediately, and you can give your thoughts on this. Top Rank has another undefeated up and coming heavyweight. Also sparred with Tyson Fury. His name is Sonny the Bronco Canto. Someone I introduced you guys to a while ago. He's 6-0 now, 5 KOs, but his first 3. Is a guy. His first one was a 0-4 fighter. Second one was a 1-5 fighter. Third one was a 1-1. If you look at Jared Anderson, who's 3-0, 1-2, 2-2, 5-3, and this one is scheduled for 8-2. So they obviously, matchmakers in Top Rank obviously think higher or more highly of Anderson according to the, I guess, matchmaking.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, if anything, right, you guys like got me excited about watching that guy. I know what I'm gonna get from Shakur because I've seen him before. I know what I'm gonna get from Mikaela Mayer because I've seen her before. But with him, I don't know him. Obviously, we all know he's in a showcase, but at least I'm gonna see him from the first time. So I'm excited about it. So that's a good thing, right?
Real quick.
There's a 10-year difference, real quick, between the ages. 20 and 30 for his opponent. He's 8-2. That's Johnnie Langston.
Right. And we're talking about Jared
Real
Anderson,
quick. Teddy B, Midwest Sports Talk with the super chat. Big baby Jared Anderson, Ohio, stand up.
Right. Well, I was just about to acknowledge Jared Anderson, big baby. I'm expecting a knockout. He's 3-0. 3 knockouts, all win by knockouts.
I'm expecting one too,
bro. He in shape. He's
big
in
time.
shape. Yeah, man. Yo, he look a little bit like AJ in a sense, man.
Yeah,
like, my boy got some cuts.
He don't look like AJ. He don't look like AJ. I mean, what you talking about? Muscles?
Doesn't look like AJ.
You talking about muscles or what? Because he don't look like AJ.
I don't know. I'm looking at this IG pic, man, and I think that's Bell, if I'm not mistaken, there with him too in this picture.
I'll pull it up. Yeah. Albert Bell is his boy for sure. But no, he's definitely nothing like AJ. Let me just screen share this for the people. I mean, look, he's younger by many years compared to AJ. This is him. He looks like an 18-year-old kid right here. You know what I mean? That's not an AJ body. Can he fill into an AJ body? Absolutely. Does he want to? I don't know. But yeah, he's working.
He's definitely got the size, and I said,
I saw another picture that
he's hefty though. Like like if you say like AJ, like he's part of that. I guess like there's like 2 types of heavyweights really. Like there's the guys that are just straight big, and the guys that are big. You know what I mean? And so he falls in that class where it's like impressive to see. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, or impressive to look at, I guess.
He's 6'4", right? So
yeah, 6'4".
This was Tyson Fury's sparring partner?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, why's Rap-A-Lot record there?
Because he signed James Prince.
Yeah, James Prince is the...
Oh, Rap-A-Lot's Miami, right?
Look how big he look right here compared to
Houston.
Albert Bell.
Oh, it's Houston, right.
Yeah.
Play on that fight.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
that one. That's the one when I said AJ.
Yo, look, he literally broke the rim. Y'all gonna have to bare your ears. Went for a dunk, broke that shit. Stop playing with him. All right? Stop playing.
Yo, he big right there. with the blue shorts on.
Yeah, that's what I said. AJ,
Look, Mitty, you looking?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Look, two UK heavyweights there, so he's not that big because that's that dude George Foster, right? The Olympian or the amateur, and then that's the other one, Alade what's that dude? Adele? Y'all got out there? He was helping Fury too. Damn, they make Sugar Hill look so small.
Word.
Punk.
You ain't watching the screen, Mitty? You got to be watching the YouTube
but
channels.
I think it's delayed.
Definitely 15-second delay. It's like at least a 15-second delay for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, Sugar Hill is small. How tall is Sugar Hill?
Yo, I don't know, but he looking tiny.
Like 5'11".
See, the dude in the yellow shirt that's not Sugar Hill, the heavyweight in the yellow shirt, he's from the UK. He's from the UK. Then the one in the black little tight shirt, he's from the UK too. The shortest one. He looked like the shortest one.
Wait, Sugar Hill is not 5'11".
David Adoyole. Yeah.
Yo, Sugar Hill's 5'11".
They're just like Queensbury promotion fighters being
Say what?
pushed, so
Sugar Hill's 5'11".
Oh, I was just a guess.
Cause then that means Anderson look shit.
So this was where he was helping Tyson Fury get ready. Those are the sparring partners Fury had.
Anderson is 6'4", just to reiterate. But yeah, no, very excited to see this fight for sure. Real quick, I do want to say, because I know I missed my chance, the Shakur Stevenson fight, I got to see his opponent. What was it? Felix Caraballo? Felix Caraballo. I got to see some highlights on YouTube and a couple fights this afternoon preparing for the show because I wasn't very familiar with him. And, Shakur's, he's not going to have any issues, I don't think. This guy throws really, really wide shots. He's kind of a home run hitter. He'll go into snipe mode. He's got some decent height, I'll say the opponent that he was fighting that he had decent height on. He threw like a lot of up jabs, but he used levels. He got real low on his opponents at times, which was a really good thing that he did. But then he also stands straight up and he tries to do that thing where he throws the jab, but he leaves it out to measure. But he leaves it out really, really long. And I'm predicting Shakur probably stops him by the third. But I think that there are some rooms for a betting show. Because I had it pulled up, and that's what I've been trying to find this whole time.
You gotta check if there's even a line.
I did. I looked at the lines for the knockouts in Shakur, and they're not bad. They got some early rounds. They have some pretty good money on them. But I'll keep trying to find it. But there were some other ones too with Mikaela Mayer and Guido. Actually, no, I never found one on Guido. But
I want to see what Guido does because my man Zhilao Zhang, aka Zilly Zhang Bang, knocked out this dude in 3 that he's going to be facing.
Don Haynesworth. 16-3-1 in a 6-round fight.
Brian Jennings did him in 3 as well. So
he's from the New Rochelle area in New York. He's 37 years old, so he's being brought in here, but he might have a little pop. 16 wins and 14 KOs. That's not a bad percentage, 70% KO.
Guido,
that seems higher than that.
Guido Vianello is also a dude that was sparring with Tyson Fury to get ready for Deontay Wilder. When we interviewed him, he said that even if given the opportunity, he wouldn't fight Tyson. He considers Tyson this generation's best.
Yeah, he was a good kid to interview, and I remember not being very familiar with him until I got to do some research to do the interview, and he has a really good story. I know I had mixed him up with the Iceland fighter a couple of times, but he's a really, really good kid, and definitely looking forward to seeing him. And that's what, to me, this show does the best. And I think that's why people voted in, Prospect Wednesdays and stuff, because this is the chance for you to get to know these guys right before they get on your TV screen. I can't tell you how many times I've been in this position where if it wasn't for this show, I would have seen an undercard with like 75, 80%. I didn't know who they were, A and B side, blue and red corner, and think, okay, I don't care. But we have them on this show, and then you get to recognize and going forward, and it makes it that much better.
And then to round out the last two, don't want to bulk him up, but never heard of Kevin Metcalf, so he's just gonna be getting his tune up with. Actually, I know Cash. Quatavious Cash used to be on, I believe it was the Contender or something. But you know, I guess we're gonna be paying attention to Robeisy Ramirez. He's the one that beat Shakur in the Olympics, but he also, I believe, lost his pro debut for Top Rank. He was being trained with out of Keith Thurman's gym, but not by Keith Thurman's trainer. And now he switched that up. I think he's with Ishmael Salas now, and he's looking to get in the win column. You know, he's got 2 wins now after that loss. So he's looking to stay in the win column.
So how do you say that one more time before I go? Robeisy?
Yeah, Robeisy. Robeisy Ramirez.
Robeisy Ramirez. He's a Cuban fighter. It's his nationality, although he does, like you said, stay in Florida. He's 26 years old. You know, we tend to see this from the Cubans' side of the boxing game. You know, they come over here a little older than most, but he's definitely younger than a lot of them have come over. But he fought Adán González in his pro debut, and Ramirez went down once in the fight, and it was a split decision loss. Scores were 38-37, 35-40, and 36-39. So, even the knockdown wouldn't have helped him.
And just put that into perspective. He was a gold medalist that beat Shakur. So the matchmakers in his pro debut gave him a 4-2-2. Now remember that, like I said, keep that in perspective when thinking of Jared Anderson and who they gave him and how successful he has been. Robeisy, who was a gold medalist, expected to be successful, got upset. So, you got to look at these records and understand that just because a dude isn't winning world titles or regional titles doesn't make him a tough out, especially for a guy first time under the lights,
And when you think of the Cuban style, you think of I don't want to say an amateur style, like not good, but you think of the points type of mentality. They go in there with that, I want to make sure I get that punch in, or trying to rack up the points still. And Cubans have not a hard time, but they definitely use it throughout their career. So it's a situation where he was probably coming in first pro fight, and
was that like a Lomachenko Salido situation, Mary?
Which is what I was going to jump into, right? So that's what it is. When you have that style and you're used to the amateurs game, you are probably like a top talent in the future in the pro ranks, but when you're not used to the game just yet, you can be, outsmarted by like a vet, right? So they'll just use dirty tactics on you, and if they're not careful, then that's it,
This, I guess the guy, what's his name, Jose Gonzalez. Do you guys know this guy at all? He was undefeated. I mean, yeah.
Jose Gonzalez. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying the guy that
beat Robeisy?
No, yeah, the guy that beat Robeisy was Adán González, right?
Adán González, yeah.
So I'm trying to see who Adán González beat that was so good, because I'm looking at him. He's young. He's 23. What happened in that?
He only had 7 fights.
He was a tune-up gone wrong.
Yeah, but what he's saying, though,
what the hell was Adán González?
It was no Salido.
No, you had to watch the fight. See, I watched the fight because I was invested in Robeisy. I actually went to his camp for this fight. My man got overwhelmed. Look, sometimes we can't. People like to discredit Mexican fighters, but you got to go through that Mexican fighter test. If I ever have a fighter, we going to go to the East and we going to go to the West, because you need that pressure style, and that's what happened to Robeisy. That dude, Adán, was on his ass. And when someone's on you, they on you. You can't do none of that pretty stuff. Floyd was a master at that. He was the master at remaining calm. But how many people can be Floyd under that type of pressure? You know what I mean? It's difficult.
It was a 4-rounder too, so it wasn't even like it was a type of fight where you have to like box. It was basically an amateur fight all over again, really. I don't know what happened, man. It's just I wonder if is he a disciplined fighter? I mean, I don't know too much about Robeisy's camp or anything like that, because it's just strange to me, him being a decorated amateur to lose like this, man. just it gets me curious.
So yeah, man. Moving on. Like I said, Calvin Metcalf going to be taking on Quatavious Cash. They got Quatavious, who I do know as the B-side, so I'm assuming Calvin is the top-ranked fighter. We'll check him out. All I can say, never heard of him. All right. We're going to move on to topic numero dos. Andy Ruiz Jr. Eddy Reynoso experiment will begin officially very soon as the pair get ready for a potential clash with Chris Arreola. So what's going on is the news is that's it. Andy's actually going to now be trained and start training with Eddy. It's not just headlines anymore. They actually have a date. They're going into actual camp to get ready for the supposed to be retired Chris Arreola, but I've been saying Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola since last year when Andy beat AJ. I even said if they could get out the AJ contract, let him go fight Arreola in LA. When he lost to AJ, go fight Arreola as a tune-up. This is perfect off the pandemic, and it'll be a war. It will be. Andy has to turn into a boxer if he don't want this to be a war.
Yeah, I agree. Like this is like gonna be crowd pleasing, I think, because of the style. Arreola is there to get hits, and Andy is there to let his hand go, right? And Arreola is also durable, so that's gonna be interesting. But I also do agree with you that that's good matchmaking. That's smart. You starting a new relationship with a new trainer, you want to get used to each other. Don't just try to go with some killer straight away, but go with a recognized name. A recognized name that's going to be Mexican against Mexican with a Mexican trainer. It's going to be interesting. So that's smart matchmaking, and that's the way to build someone up or back up, right? So that's good.
Let me remind you guys that this is a one-fight deal with Eddy and Andy. Just want to remind you that, Enrique. I know you think I'm cutting you off.
That's kind of whack.
See? Now it gives you more to talk about. Just want to remind you guys that.
Yeah, kind of whack to me. A one-shot deal based off what? Like, it's not like a contract.
Well,
where
it's Eddy.
You make money.
It's Eddy Reynoso, right? His ears to the street. He hears what people saying. He hears the whispering. So he's like, look, one fight. Because if you don't get it right this time, I'm not fighting with you. You gotta show me.
So it's a get it right.
You gotta show me that you do goods. You gotta show me you really want this. If not, I can't waste my time with you. I got superstars. And I got the future in my gym. You want to be part of that?
Yeah. And Chris Arreola, you mentioned him as an opponent once, and I was like, I don't really know. Because Chris Arreola, his heart seems like is not there no more for the sport. And, Mitty said, he's there to get hit. So I don't want to be a dud.
But that's it. Like I think like when you say his heart is not there for the sport, is basically he's not going to be like hungry for that belt, or he's not just expected to just become like a world champion again, right? He had his time and he's over the hill and he's known now as the opponent that makes you shine. But the good thing about him is that, he generally comes to fight. He's generally durable and he tries, right? So
he's durable.
If you want to look good and if you want to have some exciting fights and with someone who's going to push you a bit but also allow you to get your shots off, then that's Arreola.
Man, you got to give him credit. I do think the same way, Mitty, because this guy gave us 12 rounds with Adam Gwanaki, and Gwanaki was an output puncher. So he went toe-to-toe with Adam Gwanaki. And if he's as good a shape as he is in that one, as long as he doesn't get hit with no fast, crazy combinations. I never seen Arreola really get KO'd.
I think even Wilder got a TKO. Like, nobody has ever knocked him out. Not even Vitali.
He got Seth Mitchell in there for a KO in the first round. Eric Molina.
What does RTD mean on BoxRec? Because that's what's by Deontay Wilder and Chris.
Corner retired. You corner just like say that's it, man. You don't come back out at the end of the break for the next round. Your corner says that's it. You had enough.
Listen, I thought Arreola was done, and then he did what he did to Adam. I was like, whoa.
See, but the thing is,
you're right. Yeah, just real quick.
No, go ahead.
Seth Mitchell and all he KO'd them. I don't think I see a him getting KO'd at all, actually.
Yeah, because that RTD is also used like if there's an accidental headbutt and they go to the scorecard, you'll see that too. So you always have to pay attention to the round, in which it happened, because it'll be like a no contest type of thing.
He KO'd Eric Molina.
Yeah, I was there for that fight.
On the elite level, can you consider it a duck? I mean, I see, non-Patreons, but I have to address them, right? So it's like, Ruiz duck White. In my opinion, when you lose on the elite level, you're entitled to a tune-up before you fight on the elite level. Hypothetically, Danny lost to Thurman. He was entitled to a tune-up before he fought Porter.
Listen, you don't want to go into a fight with someone like White right now. Like, that's not the fight you want. Like, if you would have picked, like, I don't know, Robert Helenius, someone like that, even though I still think that's too tough a fight to jump back off coming from that loss with AJ, that's a little more understandable. But you talk about White, you're talking about the top 5, top 6 of the division. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. You can't just jump willy-nilly into a fight like that. Besides which, if you're building Andy Ruiz for the long term, this is the way you do it. Him and Eddy Reynoso start training, and you put on this big Mexican fight. You know what I mean? 2 heavyweight Mexicans going at it. I promise you, every Tia and Theo I have is going to be watching this just out of sheer speculation, just wanting to see because we've seen featherweights go at it before. We've seen welterweights go. I've seen lightweights, bantamweights, Mexican versus Mexican.
What's a crazy famous Mexico versus Mexico about that you can remember?
Bro, many. Man. Israel Vasquez versus Rafael Marquez.
Definitely one of my favorites. I'll tell you one of the
Eric Morales Barrera, right?
That's an incredible rivalry. I'll tell you the one that's probably the most memorable for me, but it was more Mexican-American versus each other, was Oscar De La Hoya and Vargas. That separated my family. Like, that was like the Trump of my time. Like, if you're on that side, then you're the enemy.
Real quick, we got 2 super chats. One from Big Super Mex. I think that he's drinking Grandpa's old stash. Machine Gun, please make sure that he's not driving while intoxicated. But his super chat is, Arreola will beat Ruiz. Mark my words. And then
I was just about to say that.
He said that. Yeah, he said that like a month ago when we were doing the Eddy Reynoso stuff. Ruiz training with Reynoso, and he had mentioned that. He said that he thought he'd win.
We got one more.
Arreola is his uncle, man. He keeps saying that all the time, man. He's got something for him, man.
We got one more super chat from Rod in the 870. Canelo, anybody but Charlo Alvarez.
Did you read Teddy B? Emojis. Teddy B Midwest?
Yeah, that was the first one, right?
I think Big Baby Jared Anderson.
Yeah. That was our first one.
Oh yeah, that was
right.
Yo,
over that though, isn't Ruiz with Al Haymon?
Yeah, Ruiz is with Al Haymon.
So like, how does that
control over what?
Yeah, how many fights he gets with the zone? Like,
Eddy Reynoso as the trainer is what he's saying. 1 fight only.
Oh, that he
it's like if you gonna train me and you say, I'm only training you for 1 fight, see how it goes.
Oh, okay, cool. I get it now.
This is like that test, and this is the perfect test, by the way, I think.
I love this fight. I've been calling for this fight since June 2nd, 2019, homies.
You need to toot your own horn for saying that 3 times.
I mean, thank you. Oh, you mean the bike horn?
Yeah, that one.
There you go.
He said 3 times, man.
Yeah, that's the Debo horn. That's the Debo bike horn.
So we done? Final thoughts on this, or we done? We moving forward? We moving on to the next topic?
Is you finished, or is you done?
I don't know how to size this up.
Yeah, I just real quick want to reiterate that this is in no way a duck, I don't think. I mean, they're trying to build up Ruiz. And by the way, it makes for a much better and bigger fight with White down the road.
White himself got a tune-up. And his reasons out his mouth was he was mentally stressed because he didn't know where his career was going after testing positive. So, like, I don't understand people. Like, why is it okay for the goose but not for the gander?
I mean, I don't know. Some of these other media outlets mentioned, their list of guys, that they would put out there for Andy if he didn't have a shot at Arreola. I mean, most of the guys I've seen out there were like young and like hungry and up and coming guys like Michael Hunter, Junior Fa, Charles Martin, Tom Schwartz, Otto Wallen, Ajit Caballero. And I know that for sure he wouldn't go for a Fujimoto. So there's these other guys out there for him if Arreola doesn't stick. It's just that Arreola is just a bigger name, better competition. Only thing is age, I guess. Age.
Yo, and they both kind of Arreola looks stronger to me, like the stronger fighter. So Joseph Rodriguez may be up to something, man. Maybe it ain't that grandpa juice, man.
Yo, we do have a super chat before we move on to the next subject. Rod 870 says, Cass, a.k.a. the J. Leon Love of TBV.
Damn.
I thought he said that before. I thought he said that super chat before.
That's my super chat money, man.
That gotta be a diss, though.
Make sure I get that.
Yo, that gotta be a diss, though, because, like, J. Leon, I mean, come on. And look, I remember a time J. Leon was that dude, bro. When he was with Lou DiBella, Lou had him shining. Then Lou made him shine too much. Floyd was like, yo, I want you. He left with Floyd. Downhill.
Wasn't he the first champion from... No, never mind. I'm thinking of someone else.
I don't know. But
Damn, you just said that Floyd killed another man's career, man. That's no good, man.
Yo, listen. Shit, truth is truth. He got with Floyd and he went from undefeated to like
being everyone's.
I think his highlight. This is gonna be I ain't even gonna say that's disrespectful. I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, don't say it, but I'm pushing you towards it. Yeah, don't say it.
Nah, I was just gonna say nah. You imagine like, nah, don't say that, and then just say it anyway.
And then you just said it, yeah. I don't know. You want to go to the next one?
I did that once before. Nah, yeah, man. Of course. What is up next?
Number 3 topic on the list today. Derevynchenko recently spoke about a potential fight with Jermall Charlo, and I have the full quote, but essentially what he did say was, and this is him speaking, I think so, in terms of a fight with Jermall Charlo happening. And in time, that fight will happen. We're both under Al Haymon, and that makes things a lot easier to make a deal to negotiate. Buying or selling this fight, does it happen, and do you care?
I'll take it if it can happen, but I understand it's tune-up time. Even though PBC hasn't taken their stance, they haven't announced any fight, so we don't know what direction they're going. They haven't shown us that they go in tune-ups like Top Rank has shown us.
I think that's true.
It's tune-up time. Sorry, go on, guys. Go on, guys.
I was gonna say I think a lot of fights are gonna start getting announced after this. Like all the networks, the Zone, everybody's about to step out.
Well, we do know that PBC has come out and shown 2 of the fights that they want to make, which are Spence Garcia and I forgot the other one. But
Pac-Man.
Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz.
Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz. Thank you. That's the one I was thinking of. So obviously they're planning pretty big fights, but at the same time, those aren't happening right away. So it's kind of a little mixture. We'll see where Top Rank falls in line of that. But yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why Canelo's waiting until September. Eric Gomez is hoping that by then the restrictions are at least somewhat lifted, because if they could get 25% of audiences like some places in Texas are allowing, or rather all of Texas is allowing, it would be beneficial to them.
That's why they need to have that fight in Texas. But it's crazy. Derevynchenko was spoken as a potential opponent for Canelo. The news had broke yesterday by Mike Coppinger, and outlets picked it up, and it is absolutely, he's one of the guys in contention. But if that fight doesn't happen and Derevynchenko doesn't get his shot, I would love to see him fight Jermall Charlo. I would love to see him in that matchup. And if he were to be able to take care of Derevynchenko in a better fashion than Triple G, all it does is close the gap on Canelo, especially when
that's a tough fight. Yeah, that's a tough fight for Charlo, bro.
We're saying
Mitty, stylistically, how do you see that fight, Jermall Derevynchenko? Because it's gonna be a lot of output.
it's hard, right? So stylistically, I think like Jermall should be able to outbox him. But again, like you're saying, the guy keeps coming. The guy is dangerous. He showed it, in his last fight. So we keep saying that it's tune-up time.
But GGG doesn't have the jab and youth of Charlo. Charlo got a
That's true,
jab,
but it has
man.
the pop. It has the pop that makes you think twice about coming forward like he did, right? And, it didn't stop, right? So at least we can say that, Charlo's power should not worry him. Well, actually, let me not say that. I think because if he catches him right, he's a powerful dude too, Charlo, right? But I'm just saying they are easier tune up to get than Derevynchenko, and I don't know why he's on everyone's lips right now, but people are just picking him up as someone that they want to shine against. But I mean, that's a good thing for us. I'd like to see that because it's a test. It's more than a tune up. It's a test, and I think Charlo should win it if he sticks to boxing, right?
What was Jacobs able to do? That
Jacobs beat him. I don't think that fight was tight with Jacobs. Jacobs beat him pretty easy to me.
Yeah, I don't think it was nearly as tight as the Golovkin at all. I think that Derevynchenko did surprisingly better than I think most people thought he would. So that's where he gets the credit because he outshined expectations. But there's a difference between the Golovkin fight where a lot of people thought he won and the Jacobs fight where, he clearly lost, but he had a better showing than we thought he would.
Now remember, just a reminder, I want to let you guys know this fight that we're discussing on Tuesday with Top Rank will be on a Tuesday, June 9th, and we will be doing live fight chats, so you can definitely watch that live with us. Go ahead, Manny. Apologies.
No, actually, I did a doomsday now. I lost my thoughts, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I
had a thought too, man. You just chopping. Let me just remind y'all. No.
It's Shinobi on top of Shinobi, man.
Combo breaker.
Yo, B. Sometimes you got to get those informational, messages across.
I was gonna say Derevynchenko to me is under the radar because of what he's done to Gennady Golovkin, and him against Charlo.
Why you change his name like that? Derevynchenko.
Is that not his name?
Derevynchenko. My man said Derman.
I said Derevynchenko. No, Derevynchenko is everybody wants to put hands on him because what he did to Triple G, not in revenge in Triple G, but to be pound their chest. Look, man, Triple D didn't even do what I've done.
That's right. I think what we're saying is they see someone that should be easy to beat if you stick to your boxing, and someone who gave one of the guy that we consider one of the top fighter a top fight. So if you can beat him, then you get a lot of clout, right? And your stock rises even higher. But the problem is when you're in there with people who don't know how to quit, that's dangerous, man. You would never want. I hate fighting people like that. People who don't know how to quit. People who keep coming, and that's what he showed in the Jacobs fight. Determined. He showed that in the Golovkin fight. Determined, and yeah, man. So those guys are dangerous. That's all I'm saying, man.
Hell yeah, dangerous and frustrating, bro. You giving a guy everything you got, he just keeps coming forward, bro. It's come on, man, stop disrespecting, bro. Go to sleep, But what do we got up next? Topic number 4. This is going to be fun, I think. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to let Mario lead with this. He found this, so I want to see the context. Mario, you there?
I am definitely here. And what we are talking about is Freddie Roach, who recently gave an interview with DAZN, and I have his exact quotes. Freddie said, Manny wants to beat the best out there. I like that fight with Mikey Garcia he was talking. But the thing is, Manny might want to go a little bit higher and fight Triple G or one of those guys who's supposed to be the best. I would not advise him to go to 160 pounds, no. So he is saying that Manny's not done collecting hardware and he may go for his 9th title in a 9th different division. Now I know that's gonna definitely trigger some people out there that's like, yo, he didn't win no 8 titles in it. Go check it. You know what I'm saying? And all respect to your opinion, but yo, this is crazy. Like if this man were to try to do that, whoa. The thing is it worth going down that rabbit hole again, like Margarito, where everybody was calling you the catchweight king? Is it worth, exploring those options? That's going to be ultimately what does it.
To be honest, like if you could get, Gennady in a catch weight of like 56 or something crazy, it's still a dangerous fight for Pacquiao when Gennady rehydrates, bro. Like that's still a crazy fight. Like I can't even believe that they really talking about him and Gennady. But I see Gennady as so old, and I wonder, man, Pacquiao just continues to prove that he is special and different. Obviously Mayweather beat him, so to think that Gennady couldn't, but then, that key phrase in boxing, right? Styles make fights.
He's too fast for Triple G, man. He's too fast, man. He's way too fast. Triple G's got peppered. I don't know if this new Triple G we're going to get, maybe we'll see the new wrinkles with the new trainer and having a little bit of time to develop those skills. But, Triple G looked so bad in that Derevynchenko fight. And he showed, that when guys start throwing punches and combinations, they can really mess him up. He's just too slow. He's been the shot-for-shot guy, He hasn't been throwing his combinations to the body as much. So guys that can really throw a lot are scary to me for Triple G. A catch weight, something like 156 or something like that. Maybe. Who knows, man? If he went, what weight is Pacquiao running around at anyway off season? He's probably around that weight anyway.
He probably is. Yeah, he probably would have to work to not drop weight.
Like he'd probably just be in the weight room a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Just 8,000 calories every day.
And he would do something that Floyd ain't do, and a lot of us, thought about that. Yeah, go ahead, champ.
Pacquiao is 5'5.5". Gennady is 5'10.5".
Oh gosh.
Yeah, wow. But how about the reach of disadvantage? How much is that?
Gennady's reach is 178 centimeters, and Pacquiao's 166 centimeters.
Oh, that's not nearly as far as I thought it would be.
Yeah, so it's not too bad, man. And remember, Styles make fights. I know Coach Mitty at first is kind of smiling at me like, "Come on, Doomsday," but go ahead, Mitty. Let me get your take on it, man. I'm interested.
I'm gonna open up like that, right? They are listening to TBV, and they're patrons as well. I don't know if you remember, like a few weeks ago, a week and a half ago or something, we had a show to talk about Mayweather or Pacquiao. This was one of the questions, like, who's got like the best career or legacy or whatever. And we talked about it. We said, like, you know what? Pacquiao is the man who just goes for glory, man. He just goes for the craziest fights. It doesn't really matter who, right? Doesn't really matter about the is who has he got in front of him and what he does. So if he ends up doing this, we have to respect Pacquiao no matter what. If he beats Gennady, that's crazy. That's crazy. I hear what you're saying.
Do you think he could beat him?
Canelo beat Kovalev.
Do you think he could beat him?
I can't put anything past him because he's like, he's a freak, right? But I don't understand. Well, I don't want to say that I see what Doomy is saying, but I kind of see what Doomy is saying. And that's got to be his strategy going into the fight anyway. Just pepper him, move. Don't stand in front of him for too long and don't get hit by those big shots. But I'm not saying that they've got the same speed, but, Kell Brook did that. Kell Brook used his leg. Kell Brook used his style and everything. But once Gennady cracked him, he cracked him.
Yo, Gennady always wanted that Floyd fight, right? But here's the thing. I don't think he should take the Pacquiao fight. I think there's nothing to gain from it. He beats Pacquiao, and it's like you beat a little guy. Bro, imagine if he loses to Pacquiao. They're going to say, this dude was always trash.
No,
it's the money.
In terms of the money.
It's the money.
Yeah, for sure.
But in terms of the money, I hear what you're saying, Mario, because what's the biggest payday? Canelo or Pacquiao? And right now, he's still in the running for Canelo. If he loses to
good
Pacquiao,
point.
that Canelo is gone.
Yeah.
Canelo will say, well, what do you want to do with me, man? You lost to me already, which I don't think he lost, but that's what is on the record.
Yeah.
Then you went to lose to a little dude over there who's old. Just get out of there. You're done, right? So I think if it's the money he's after, just wait for Canelo. Push Canelo in because in there and should win. But again, like that's just me.
Wow.
That's just preferences, right?
Sure.
Obviously, there was like the age factor and everything. And I said, oh, that's not a prime Pacquiao. And I would have always had my excuse to say, oh, yeah, keep them on one. But, Pacquiao was past his prime. But the thing is, like, he didn't win. And, but I always thought like Pacquiao would just beat Thurman, right?
This is the perfect setup for Triple G, right? They can go and pull the HBO clip, ask for the rights. You got Larry Merchant where he goes on there and he's like, Pacquiao needs to fight Canelo. And now all of a sudden it's Gennady fighting Canelo, which leads him into the third fight, only to make it bigger. Mario tried to say that it wouldn't be worth it. Of course it will. Like, how much money are they going to give him to fight Pacquiao? You know what I mean? How much exposure is it going to be? You kidding me? All publicity is good publicity. This would only help. He would get the win that he's supposed to get. Then Canelo becomes the hero, and he's the villain. He abused Pacquiao. He was too big. I want Canelo to destroy him. He's still gonna make money.
But only if he wins, right? Only if he wins. Like in a scenario where he just goes out there and then.
So you're giving Pacquiao a chance, coach.
That's what I told you. He's a legend, and not only I give him a chance, but I in my heart I do want him to win. If I have to go with my brain and I put my money on it, would I put money on him? Probably not. I'll put money on Gennady. You know what I mean? But I want my man to win. Like Pacquiao is a legend, man.
Real quick, we got a super chat from Boston Jared that says Derevynchenko about to end up like Trout with half as many fights. A guy who fought everybody and beat no one.
I was about to read
wait a minute. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. Shout out to Trout. He beat Miguel Cotto before Mayweather, before Cotto, before before Canelo. Nah, not before Mayweather. Before Canelo, though, at least.
Wait, are you sure it wasn't before Cotto?
No.
I mean, before Mayweather?
Really?
Was it?
Nah, no way, bro. Mayweather did it before Trout. Don't make me drop a bomb on that.
You might be right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I want to make sure on that because, I don't know. Let's see.
Just like, to come back on the style matchup. Sorry, Mario.
No, go ahead.
Think about like Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn, right? So a guy who's got like a ponderous style, who, maybe is not like the slick boxer and who just walks forward, walks into punches, still managed to get shots off on Pacquiao, right? So Pacquiao obviously peppered him, like in so many rounds. He peppered him fast and everything. But, Jeff Horn had enough rounds in the bank for him, according to some of the judges. But also he had enough like power shots on him. So imagine if those power shots are coming from Gennady, right? So that's the difference. That's why my brain will tell me just put money on Gennady to win that fight, man.
Mayweather beat him and Trout beat him right afterwards. So it was Floyd first, but they were literally back-to-back fights.
But listen, Pacquiao, Gennady looked very old and very slow. That's all.
Jeff Horn was live. He was a live wire for that.
If there was ever a time, if there's ever a time for Pacquiao to beat Gennady, is now off of that Derevynchenko loss. He looked ready to go. Like that's why I wanted Canelo to do him right now. I thought Canelo get a knockout right now. Like
it's true, but I think like again we're harsh on Gennady, right? He gave us like one stinking performance and then. That's it. We just said, "I said he's done," and that's the phrase. Like you get,
but it's not
overnight.
one.
And it looked like it did, right?
It's not one. See, I was always on the other side where people's like, "Oh, he's a monster. He's a killer." I'm like, "But who's he for?" And they're like, "No, they ducking him." I'm like, "But who's he for?" And they're like, "No, you'll see." So it's like, "Okay, when?" And it's like. Forever. And then you finally fight Jacobs, and you're not a monster. Then you finally fight Canelo, who started his career at 140, and you're not a monster. It's like, You've been lying, and I've been right for years.
I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
but you can't say that.
If
What
Canelo
you mean I
is the
can't
guy-
say? I watched his
no,
whole
if-
career. His biggest win is Gabe Rosado. That's when he looked his best.
Curtis Stevens was a good one.
If
No,
Canelo
it's
is
not.
the guy you say he is, right? If Canelo is the guy you say he is, you have to admit that both those fights
Exactly.
are really good fights, and both those fights you have arguments on each side, right? Even the first fight clearer than the second.
But you
right?
making my point. Canelo started
No,
at
I'm
140, of course. He started at 140. You talking about
It's
a
not
natural?
About where you start. It's not about where you start.
Of course it
He
is.
beat Daniel
175.
Jacobs.
He
Daniel
beats
Jacobs
Kovalev.
is his
He
best
beats
win.
Kovalev. He
Who's?
beats Kovalev. He beats Kovalev. He beats, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not about where you start. You know, if that's the case, like,
Well, of
Pacquiao was like,
course,
oh, man,
of
Pacquiao
course
fights
it
a good way.
is. Of course it is. People are using that when it comes to Terrence and Bud. They're saying, well, you know, they're giving
Crazy people, like, don't listen to them. Like, it's like what you can
no,
naturally feel it into.
No. A dude that's been naturally fighting at a weight and a dude coming up. Come on, no.
But they're not naturally, right? So I mean, like, you think like Pacquiao is still in like the 118 days or whatever, right?
No,
So,
of course not. Of course not. Not anymore.
He walking around with that
So
senator
what do you
weight.
think, like, you're gonna just turn around and say, man, my dude used to fight at 118, 122, 126, so he's not supposed to beat like Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is a bum. Then if we just want to say that,
And I picked Thurman. He wasn't supposed to beat Keith Thurman.
and that's the thing. That's how we can just take that argument and just like flip it around all the time. If we're gonna pick up that, he's a natural flyweight, he's natural this. No, he filled it into that weight class. He proved himself at that weight class. He's in there with the fighter that of a great caliber at that weight class. Then he is what he is. That's it. Let's stop using that.
I don't know, man. Listen, the point is this. You supposed to be a knockout dude, and you couldn't knock out Jacobs. You couldn't knock out a guy that moved up from 140. You've already had 24 rounds with him. You couldn't knock him out. You weren't as dangerous as everybody thought. What happened was you did get put in there with guys like, you know, Curtis Stevens, who are good, but they're not that level, you know? It's differences, you know what I mean? Like,
it's hard fights, though,
his
man.
biggest
You know when
win-
you get to the top 5, anything can happen.
his biggest win is Daniel Jacobs, and Jacobs deserves a rematch. You know? So, I don't know, man.
You had him losing that one?
Absolutely not. I gave him credit for the little fake knockdown, you know, where the legs were tangled.
Fake knockdown.
I did. It was, you know, listen, I live in reality. He threw a punch, it landed, the legs was crossed, but he threw a punch. It's a knockdown. It's legit.
That's it.
They scored.
Exactly. So it's not fake. Well, it's not a little knockdown. It's a real one. The legs was crossed. Who asked you to cross
Real
it?
thing, this.
Well, all I know is that was right there the beginning of Triple G realizing that Abel Sanchez had been lying to him. When he fought Jacobs, he's like, damn, I thought I was a monster. You've been telling me I'm a monster. No one's afraid of me no more. And it's like, well, this is what happens when I let you out into the real world, son. You know? But we got a couple news and notes to get to before we open up the lines. Don't know how this made it back. I guess that's that Mexican love. Virgil Ortiz shares a childhood pic of Adrian Broner. Oh, I get this is the counter. That's right. Shares a childhood pic of Adrian Broner, which led to AB to request a fight, of course. So remember, AB jumped in the comment section, and then he's like, easy money, man, whatever. But basically, he telling Oscar, like, yo, I'll beat Ortiz, you know? And he told Ortiz, like, look, I mess with you and everything, but since your promoter talking crap, I will beat you. But obviously, they got to pay for Broner. I think it's worth them paying for Broner because if Virgil gets the win, Virgil gets what he needs, which is growth, popularity, a name on his resume. So I think Oscar should seriously think about sitting down with DAZN and making it a us thing. Look, this isn't just going to benefit my fighter, Virgil Ortiz. We can easily do a 3-fight deal. I've said this before. We got Haney. We got Ryan Garcia. Listen, put Broner in with all those guys. All those guys need his name. You know, Virgil Ortiz, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and anybody else. Mikey, if he's still dealing with the zone, Jesse Vargas rematch. There's business in Broner if you're the zone.
Ness, check the host chat. I sent you the screenshot. I'm sorry, I meant to send it earlier so that you could share the comments. If that's something you could still do real quick, go ahead and do that. But AB, Virgil. What happened was Virgil Ortiz shared a picture from his amateur days, and he was a young kid. He looked about 12-ish, maybe slightly older, and he took a pic with AB. And AB was there, and it was him and I think his brother, Virgil's brother, if I'm not mistaken. And AB took that chance to basically shout out at De La Hoya and say, look, you want to co-sign your man, I got him, and I do agree with you, Ness. I think he is worth it. People might not think so. And here's the thing. Like, I know you don't watch other sports, but I watch other sports. And where teams get in trouble is where they try to pay somebody a big bag to come over and they think that's going to change it, right? To give somebody that, that franchise money. We saw it with Antonio Brown with the Oakland Raiders this past season with the NFL. They gave him all this money and, he just wasn't worth it at the end of the day. And so that happens. But in this case, I think that it's a strategical move. And Golden Boy needs an Adrian Broner type of guy to help put over guys like Virgil Ortiz. And that would definitely expedite his career.
He ain't getting the $10 million over there, that's for sure.
Yo, but what about this? What if AB puts it on Ortiz? Then what?
Then AB's back. AB's back, and him and Thurman could be a pay-per-view.
And then the business goes south with Virgil because he got to rebuild.
Nah, he's 15-0. So Canelo lost. A loss is a loss. That's all it is.
Does he still get the same recognition though?
Why
he was hoping.
Why wouldn't he? He lost to a
four-time
four-time champion. He lost to a four-time champion.
And he also depends. But I think that's right. But my biggest problem in all this is whether AB will play the part. Like if AB just goes there and understanding that he's being used as someone to bring up those young kids, I don't know if AB is going to just accept that. He's going to be really brash about it. And he's going to be really complicated about it. But I think that's a good play. Yeah, he's going to want to get paid.
But he understands that Ryan Garcia fight for him is huge. He knows that.
I hope he knows because I think that's a good thing. And I'm high on Ortiz. I just want to see if, I'm right to be that high on him. And I would love to see him relatively soon in a ring with people like AB so we can really understand and we can really see because on the U.S. side of the boxing world, I really like that kid. I like the way he behaves himself in the ring. I like the skills that I see. I like the punching power. So let's see. Let's put him to the test.
Mitty, do you guys got any welterweights?
We do, but
nobody jumping at you.
No, they jump. We have Kelly, right? Pretty boy Kelly.
Josh Kelly.
Yeah, he is. But I was having that discussion with friends of mine. Actually, do we have any welterweight right now that can be in the conversation with dominating and taking over the division? I don't think we do. Do we have prospects in a few years down the line that you guys haven't heard of just yet? Maybe we do, and I hope and I'm gonna be biased because I'm from that South London area, but we have people that you haven't heard of just yet. Maybe Chris Congo. I hope he can become that guy. But it's way too early to say something like that. Way too early,
Oh, my developers adding the Ring Magazine rankings to the boxingvoice.com/rankings page. It's still not done. It looks sloppy, but he's getting it in.
Yeah, I went on it. I saw that.
He's getting it in. Shout out to, Ben. That being said, crazy to see that Urgas is 7 on the Ring welterweight rankings.
Nice.
I guess that's not bad, is it? Can I find one person in front of Urgas? Anybody help me? Earl Terrence. Shout out to the Ring. Earl Terrence, Pacquiao, Keith, Sean, Danny. Welterweight. Who's next, guys? Come on.
Ortiz.
Virgil?
Yeah.
I don't know. Off a 40-year-old Herrera, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
But does Ugas belong there because he beat Omar Figueroa and had a good loss to Porter?
I mean,
He
look,
looks good, man.
Like,
yeah, he
who's
does
next?
look good, and
Who's
I'm excited to
7?
see him. But I wouldn't say that he belongs there. I would say that right now his ceiling is much higher than most.
No,
in his position.
I mean, who belongs in number 7? Josecito Lopez. Does Mikey Garcia not belong there with a win over Jesse? At least at number 7?
I guess I could see him at 7, sure. But honestly, if you ask me who wins between Garcia and Uga, well, I don't know. That's a tough fight. That's a good fight, actually.
Who else?
I don't know, man.
What about Sergey Lipinets? He doesn't belong in number 7 at welterweight before Ugas? I'm just throwing names out there, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's tough because I don't think that you can make an argument for either guy in terms of their resume, but in terms of who beats who, like I would probably have him over Ugas right now.
Who?
Well, no, I don't know.
Where's intrigue at? What about Jerome Boots Ennis? He don't belong at 7?
Nah, he don't belong at 7.
He don't
not
got
yet.
the win. He don't got the win to represent it.
Nah, he don't got. He's not there yet. But I don't know, bro. You're asking tough questions.
All right.
Wait,
well,
did you say Danny Garcia? Did you say Danny Garcia?
Danny's on there at number 6.
Okay, I didn't. Yeah, I guess you could throw Mikey in there.
At number 7?
Yeah, I mean, I think him or Ugas would fit in perfectly right there. 7, 8, perfect.
All right. Well, any other news and notes we need to get to?
Yeah, we got a couple of notes other than the one you mentioned. We have, let's see, went to Virgil Ortiz. We had already did that. Jose Saavedra and Baranchik. Golden Boy returning July 4th. Who could headline? That was supposed to be from Sunday's show. Oh, and then Crews-Dezurn reinstated as WBC champion. Jimenez suspended. That's definitely something that we didn't touch on this morning.
Shout out to Franchon. She reached out to us because we posted that yesterday. That real quick, we got a super chat from Esso who says Ugas because he beat Delorme and Jamal James or Sergey. I don't think he beat Sergey.
I think he's saying or Sergey could go there.
Oh, or Sergey could go there?
Sergey.
Yeah. No, listen, this is great. It's great news. I'm glad that, they did the right thing. My whole thing is the timing of it. It took so long to do what in our eyes seemed so obvious to do. And that's the issue I have with it. At the same time, I understand that certain rules and regulations in these bodies are there for a reason so that they don't make brash decisions. But it's just, I don't know. The optics of this are not great. Yes, they did the right thing, but how long did it take them to do the right thing? We're seeing an uprising right now in the country because for so long, people didn't want to do the right thing. And even now that they are doing the right thing by prosecuting certain people, it still doesn't feel like things are done in a timely fashion. And I'm not going to compare the situations, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It just seems so obvious, but I am happy for her. I don't think that she needs to give Jimenez a rematch at all. If they end up working it out, it's because she needs to get paid. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Let me tell you this. Jimenez got no fine because of his COVID time. Do you guys think it's fair? You think it's cool? We're all going through a difficult time. A lot of us are losing our jobs. Fighters don't know when they're going to fight, which is all true. So was it okay of the WBC to not implement a fine? And obviously they used the reason because of COVID.
Yeah, I'm okay with it only because the fact that she's getting punished, everybody's getting punished. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I don't know, you can't take food out of her kids' mouths, and you know what I mean? Like what she did was horrible, but
I say they take care of Dezurn more.
That's a good way to look at it.
Then concentrate. Yeah, because COVID did impact everybody, and you don't want to be snatching people's plates at this time. But just take care of Dezurn more, man. She's the one that had to go in there.
All they did was reinstate Dezurn. But here's the suspension. As part of the WBC Jimenez agreement, she agreed to the following: a suspension of 9 months, and it's backdated, so it's up in October. So it started the day she popped, and it's up in October 20th, 2020. October 10th, 2020. She's on probationary status for 1 year from the end of the suspension set forth. So her status, her probation also starts after the suspension. So on October 10th, she'll go into 1 year probation period till 2021 of October 10th.
Message.
What does that mean?
Real quick, super chat from Real Naja Chick. She says WBC reinstated Dezurn because we called them out. And that's definitely what we did. And we had Suleiman here, and we held his feet to the flames on that question. And that's a good thing that Real Naja Chick is, upgraded the Patreon, because now she can ask the questions to people like that, and that we can all work to, champion for people that need to be championed for.
So, Mitty, you had a question?
Just quick. Yeah, like the probation, the 1 year probation. What does that mean, actually? Like in reality, like
I'm assuming, like any probation, if you get caught under your supervision, you're gonna, probably be unable to get ranked in the WBC.
But as soon as come October, right? Like she's able to get another fight. Like let's say December 2020, she can get another fight.
I'm assuming she could fight December 2020, but she's gonna be under a probationary status, and she'll have additional random anti-drug doping testing under the WBC, obviously clean boxing program, through the duration of her probation status. So she'll be on 365 days for the probation status.
It's a slap on the wrist.
So yeah, and like one more question is like, and I can't really remember, but how does it compare with some of the other fighters that have been punished for similar offenses?
I mean,
do they get fined?
It's exactly
light.
It's exactly what Dillian White got, right? Like he did what?
But did
6
he get
months?
fined? Did he get fined?
Well,
Like,
Dillian. Well, let's not use Dillian, right? Let's use Povetkin or even Ortiz, which is recent as well, right? He served the suspension, but actually then he went back.
Did he fight?
He had a hearing. He fought it. He fought that.
He fought,
Who served the suspension?
So I don't know. For me, it's like the COVID stuff, like the COVID, not finding a
Big Baby.
COVID, I don't understand.
Big Baby served like a 6 to 9 month suspension and had to pay a fine. Big fine.
Yeah, when you don't hurt people in their pockets, like you're always gonna have
that was the question I led with, Mitty. Do you think it's okay of the WC to
I don't think it's okay
during COVID?
I don't think it's okay. Like during COVID or not during COVID, she can work in October. You said.
Now remember, women don't make as much money as men in boxing.
No, I get that.
That too, so the fine should have been less. But
real quick, hold that thought. We got the super chat. You should have led with that. DBX says, "Yo, Mario, you think 2 weeks is long enough for Intrigue to prepare?" Ha ha ha! Laughing out loud emoji. Also, salute to NL the GOAT, aka where you from, baby? You heard me?
NO's definitely the GOAT, but I don't know if it's long enough for him to prepare, but it's definitely long enough for him to get fitted for that suit that we're gonna bury him in. So
It was OG, but it's all good.
Well, I didn't say the OG.
No, he said GOAT. But GOAT, OG.
I be adding words in there.
They go together. Yeah.
Is that the last news and notes? Open up these lines.
That was. I'm just. I mean, I get where Coach is my last 2 cents on that, because I was going with what Coach Mitty was saying. I can see where it might be a little light. You know what I'm saying? Given those old COVID, I mean, box is pretty much suspended at the 25% active right now. Now that it's just coming back, so it's not really a punishment. I go back to say that even though I know that it's supposed to be punished, I can't sit here and say if a year is good or 2 year bad. You just don't know, I don't want to be taking money from somebody either. And let's see what the Crews-Dezurn. We got to get her back on because it's really what she thinks. She's gonna let us know what matters.
So I was right. If she pops again while under the 1-year probation, she will be banned from the rankings indefinitely and impose any additional penalties it deems appropriate.
Yeah, it's crazy because she was representing Mexico hard.
Yeah, she was fighting really hard body, man, Salido style.
But that's what
Dezurn said. Dezurn said that specifically, that she never fought like that, so she knew something was up.
Well, there you go. I think in regards to the
Mitty, go ahead, man. I cut you off.
Damn, I can't talk, Jesus.
Because Mitty from the UK.
You got a super chat or something.
Mitty from the UK, so he too nice. He let us cut him off. He too nice.
Nah, man, I was gonna speak after Mitty, and then
I bet you forgot. I bet you forgot.
Nah, I didn't forget. I was gonna say that. They let criminals out of jail. They let prisoners out of prison, so I could see them not giving a fine to her. You know what I'm saying? That was my point. That they being lenient. It is COVID. She made the money. She probably spent the money already or invested it.
Damn, casual. You should have beat me for that.
I know.
They let prisoner out of prison.
Yo. So the facts are straight from WBC. They sent me this stuff. It says, considering the current global economic crisis, the WBC will not impose a monetary fine on Ms. Jimenez.
All right.
Well, there you go. 9 months suspension.
We're not doing predictions on Shakur Stevenson.
Predictions. Wait a minute. How much?
Bro, we've been predicting
steroid
that,
did
man.
she have in her blood? Was there anything said about levels and stuff like that?
Nah.
Was it picograms or whatnot?
No, they ain't give you none of that.
They keeping that shit on the low.
All it did was tell you that on January 20th, the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association notified the WBC that the contents of the random out-of-competition urine sample that VADA collected from Alejandra Jimenez on January 10th, 2020, as a part of the WBC clean boxing program, yielded an adverse finding for stanzanzol. So there you go. And on February 10th, 2020, the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation suspended Alejandra Jimenez for 90 days and declared it about a new decision. On January 27th, the WBC Board of Governors issued an order provisionally suspending its recognition of Ms. Jimenez for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship.
All right.
That's it, man. That's all.
Thumbs up the show. We got 76. I'm gonna be number 77. If anybody on the panel ain't hit that thumb,
77.
Let YouTube know that we kind of popular out here on these streets.
It's 78, champ cash.
Let's do it.
You got the number moving. 77, 78,
80.
79.
Come on, can we
go?
85. Did you hit
80? We got 80.
So it's like a plea deal. Yo, hold up. No, this got to be said. This is like a plea deal.
What?
This was a plea deal.
Yeah, it was a plea deal. That's a good way to put it.
No, this was exactly a plea deal. Check this out. The WBC met in person with Ms. Jimenez in a hearing and then conducted video conference meetings in variety of occasions. The complete file... Go ahead.
No, I was going to let you finish, but after that, right? Yeah, go for it.
I mean, how you going to stop, man? Go. I was into that.
The complete file was studied and analyzed by 5 independent scientists. They desperately wanted her not to be dirty. The WBC considers as an extenuating circumstance that the facts that Ms. Jimenez has never tested positive for any banned substance in any test she has undergone during her boxing career. 2, she offered her full cooperation. Wait, where am I? She offered her full cooperation with the WBC inquiry. 3, consistently, she denied having ingested any substance to enhance her performance. 4, she has been a strong public advocate of PD testing, specifically of the WBC clean boxing program. 5, tested negative 4 out of 5 times.
Yo, hold on. Message. Quick intrigue, $5. Applaud him. I ain't even start prepping for no smoke Mario. Easy work. I'll start writing next Friday or maybe fight day.
Oh, you should have said that, champ. All right, well then come freestyling. Freestyling then. Yo, I'm holding your feet to the fire. You said you take that fight at catch weight, so you brought it up. All right, so come freestyling then. All right, you said it. Now if you don't come freestyling,
Mario, you sound like Abel Sanchez right now, telling fighters to stand and fight. You telling fighters to stand and fight.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like before you started reading that, I was gonna say, like, to me, and I didn't want to say that, but to me, it sounds like there's a little bit of Mexican bias in that whole situation. Even before going into it, right? Before going into it, if there was not the pressure that Niger talked about or whatever, I don't think anything was going to get done. They were going to let that slide. The way they're framing that story, she's been a stand-up person who's been complying with all the tests. And, she was clean 4 times out of 5. Remember that. 4 times out of 5. That one time is just it's just a mistake. She didn't really ingest it.
Don't repeat that. I added that. I'm dyslexic. What it says.
You added that.
What it says is, it says she tested negative in 4 out of competition tests, including just one day after the positive result. And was negative. Okay. So that's what they saying. To them, they're like, yo, this is impossible. So this is the thing. They took a sample today and a sample tomorrow. And the one today is bad, but the one tomorrow was clean.
I think, and maybe, there's definitely the Mexican connection, but I do think that in general with certain fighters, not just Mexican, like some of the champions that they value, I think there's a little bit of a more lenient approach towards drug sanctions and so that's got to be said, I think, and that's not cool.
I mean, just to show.
I'm not happy the way a lot of these things are always handled.
Hold on, Doomy. I know you don't want to be Shinobi, but this is probably something you don't know, and it also just shows that the WBC isn't biased to just Mexicans, right? They're biased to, like Mitty said, they're champions. Deontay Wilder, remember, he got pulled over for marijuana, and he did the same thing, I'm doing community service, things like that, and the WBC was like, all right, that's our champion. He admitted his wrong, and he's righting his wrong by doing community service. He's an activist and this, that, and the third, and they, that's what they do. This is a press release, but it just as a dude from the street, it looks like a plea agreement, but it's a press release.
No, listen, it is a plea agreement. That was the perfect word for it. And look, we knew there was bias from day one. But until Crews-Dezurn came on, we didn't realize how deep that bias was running with this. So, look, even being, Hispanic and rooting for my Mexican fighters and things like that. And it's still not, it's a bad look. She, there's a difference between, getting caught with weed, which, let's be honest, that should be legal anyway, and putting yourself in a situation where you're taking the kind of drugs that could kill another person. So, serious stuff. So yeah, it was definitely a bad look.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong, right? So it's on this specific topic that, I have an issue with the WBC, but in general, I think WBC is, out of all of the organization, one of my favorite, right? And, it's a shame that, sometimes they do take those type of approach, right? So,
that guy, Michael Benson, who's pretty popular in the UK, did a poll and WBC by landslide, something like 60-something%. Everyone else was in the teens, like 12, 13, and 14. I think maybe the WBA had 16%.
It's just the most recognized also.
Well, the question was more like, which one is the most prestigious to you? And fight fans voted the WBC. Right. And it's like I said, they just do more for the community. Like, what is the WBA doing? What is the IBF doing? What are they doing?
They just recognize. They're just like, your legendary champions. Whenever you see them in a picture or anything, you see them with that green belt around. Yeah. So, and I think that's what it is. But also, you're right. I think they do a lot for the community. They have the name of their presidents. Like in some of the other organizations, you don't know who are they. We don't know already, right? So
yeah, they do a lot for hurt fighters too. Real quick though, Danny Garcia, I found an old interview I had shot with him when he was going to fight Lamar Peterson, and he said he got 2 of the hardest belts to earn. And immediately I was like, all right, that's the WBC, or 2 of the hardest belts to get. So I was like, all right, what's the second one? You know, so what is the second one? The WBA? Anyone know that?
I mean, I don't really... about the Lonsdale belt, man. That's the most prestigious. That's the best. You know, as British champions get that, man.
No, I'm talking about the hardest belt to gain. Like, I guess to
That's
get.
That's what I mean.
The hardest belt.
Your head because it's like UK, but
I think the hardest belt to get is the ring, because the ring is given to who allegedly the ring believes is the number one in the division. So when you get the Ring Magazine belt, it's like the world thinking you the champ. Like, that's why you was given. Because the ring is supposed to be the people, but they not the people now that Oscar bought them. But you want to hope that they not tainted, but you always going to feel that way. But yeah, the ring is supposed to represent the number one versus the number two.
Oh. And I always thought it meant nothing because it was the Ring Magazine belt.
Nah, that's why Wilder Fury had it on the line, right? Because AJ lost, so he couldn't be number one no more. And Wilder Fury were undefeated. It was 1 and 2. The winner became number one. Fury got lineal now, you know, WBC and Ring.
But the Ring doesn't sanction fights, though.
No, that's why you don't pay for it either. You awarded it. It's an award.
You know? So the 2 hardest belts to get
Crawford
is the
got
WBC
2.
and Ring.
Crawford got 2. I think Danny got 2. AJ don't got none. That's crazy. They played him, right? It must be a political thing, right? Like, I wonder
100%.
why wouldn't they put the Ring Magazine belt? I guess is that the truth is you always knew Fury and Wilder were out there. It would be hard for the Ring to say, right, yo, when you fighting Joseph Parker, just because you're unifying 3 belts, this makes you number one in the division. I guess it's hard for them to say, but technically I feel like there's an argument. You claiming 3 of the 4 or 5 belts. There should have been an argument for the Ring to be on the line, but I get the opposite.
All right, very valuable plug. You can find Danny Garcia on my Patreon.com page, Boxing Fan Apparel. He says he got 2 of the hardest belts to win.
Cash, since you're doing cheap Patreon plugs for BoxingFanApparel.com, can you let my Patreons know when they're going to get this special shirt that I've been cooking up for them, you know, only for my 15 and up, but like you are my stylist / production designer, all that. You the presser.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, we ordered two blanks to put them on so you could approve it, you know. So I wanted to get the actual.
I mean,
shirt.
Where we at with them samples, man? Take me back to like Sugar Hill days, man. I'm Nino and G Money right now. Where them samples at?
Word, I want to get you the exact. You know, samples come off the Navy ship. It's about to dock soon, you know. And I want it to be, I don't want to just give you a product. I want to give you the actual sample that you're going to give to the people. So they can feel it. You can feel it.
Prototype.
You know what they going to get.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And just so y'all know, man.
So for my Patreons listening, what are we talking about? Like, how many days before you think?
I think tomorrow the shirts might show up. You know,
they're
coming in from California, and I did ground shipping because you won't be paying. So I was like, yo, ground ship that shit. You know, so it's on the truck.
Yo, why you gotta say it like that? Like you be like, yo, you want to ship for expedite? We never had that conversation.
Nah, we don't. Because I don't be wanting to break.
Don't make me out to be a cheap dude though. He like, I did ground because you don't be paying. Like, damn, bro. Got me out here. Got me out here looking like I'm cheap.
You could have been like, yo, expedite my joint, and I would have been like, all right, cool, expedite it.
I mean, you gotta offer your services. Who am I to tell you what to do with your company?
All right, you want to flip it on me? You don't have to tell me. I'm giving you.
On my site, if you want my shirts and you want them fast, we got expedite shipping. So yeah, you gotta offer that. My site offers that.
That's fine. I offer that too. But, you know, again, in a humble, nice way. I didn't want to break your pockets. I know where you coming from.
Nah, listen, we all grinding.
Like,
I hear you. Good looking out for me, Cash. Thank you, man.
Right.
Don't spend my money.
I mean, I threw the like, you don't want to be paying just as like joke, but I
took it as a joke, but I will tell you this for those
he
wondering.
He made me out to look cheap in front of everybody.
I'm a stunt when my shirt roll up, and if you haven't seen it, it is the Earl Spence Bud Crawford shirt. My man Cash dropped. I got mine coming in, and it's gonna look fresh.
I mean, that one is dope.
Shirt, man. Send me a shirt, Casual, man.
That one is dope because it got mad colors in it. There's a lot of design in that one. That one came out really dope.
Dope, bro. Listen,
I like the one you've got right now. The one you've got right now.
I know. I like that one too, yo. That's my design too. He ran with my design and made it his
not
own.
Your design. I designed the whole Border Wars.
Bro,
based
that's
off
mine.
This shirt. I bought the licensing to this font.
All right, to the font, but that boxing voice with that font, I already pressed that up for Border Wars only.
Say that again, Casual.
Did it?
You've got the font, like you've got the license for the font. No one can use that font. It's just yours.
Nah. I bought like the rights to use it.
All right, okay.
On print, you know what I'm saying? Somebody made it, and then you got to lease it, I think. But anyway, I put it in my Illustrator. Made this shirt, and then Ness was one of the Border Wars, and I was like, yo, let me use this font. Boom, and I used the same.
Yo, shout out James. Right? Yo, James said, "Oh shit, we getting Patreon shirts in 2028 if Ness stay in charge of shipping."
Let me tell you.
Yo, LB Slugs. I used to pop my collar on my polo shirts way back in probably like '96.
No, but on a real though, like, you know, Casual, you do like dope shirts. Like, I don't know if you remember, but you made like a fight shirt for me for one of my fights. I still have them, man. Like with like the luck is for the mediocre type of thing. Like suerte es para los mediocres, man.
I'm way better than that. Not saying that I didn't put my heart into your design and your print.
I was going to say, let me talk for you, Kat. I was going to say, Mitty, you need to try him again. He's way more experienced, a lot better. Like, you know,
listen,
that was the beginning stage.
I'm expecting a lot then because I already liked the other one. So, man, that's it. And remember, it's COVID time, man. So send it for me for free for now. I'll pay you later, man. WBC.
Yo, this shirt right here, nobody don't, like, I went to the supermarket wearing this yesterday. I wore this yesterday, and people were looking at it. I noticed people looking at it like, oh, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So they liked the design. They didn't ask no questions, but I noticed, you know, eyes was on the chest.
Yeah, no, it attracts attention the way it's stacked, man. I like that. What is it, triple stack or 4 times?
It's actually 2. It's it's 4 times, but on the bottom it says "Voice of the People" in silver. Yeah.
Is that you know, the way is the font, man. That font, the way it's stacked, it look good. But
and for everybody, if they're interested, it's on my boxingfanapparel.com on the 2 for $30 button.
Oh, there you go.
So you can get 2 for $30.
Dan, so the button is up and running. It's working smoothly now.
It always has been like the past, you know, maybe 3 weeks. So yeah, give me a flow again, cause I'm trying to like redo some new shirts. I'm waiting for Nessa's joint and
2 for
get
30
that
button.
shit.
I like that.
Yo, listen real quick. If you haven't smashed that that thumbs up, please smash that thumbs up. Won't
and
take
the notifications, and because we're gonna start doing live fight chats. Boxing is back, man. Check the schedule. This whole month is gonna be jumping.
And we're doing all live fight chats, right? We're committing to that. Yes. Okay, good.
Yo, and shout out to Mr. 704 who bought a Keep Back 6 Feet shirt. You know what I mean? And non-boxing related shirt. And I was actually shocked. So I wonder how that went when you wear it, man.
Because it's perfect with the time. It's perfect with the time. So, you know, that's a good sell right there.
It's like mixing fashion with the message. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you.
Keep back 6 feet.
Yeah, I think 704 bought like a tank top for his girl too. Yo, I actually got, you know, this is turning into a store, so we're going to go ahead and move on. But there's actually a lot of new products, yo. Like,
they got a lot of new fly women cuts.
Yeah, women cuts. You notice that?
Yeah.
A lot of new women cuts, yo. Over the shoulders. It looks all right. Let me get out to these sponsors, though, and open up the phone lines. We want to get your thoughts on all these topics. Quick refresher. I know people doing their thing. You on the road, you know, you with the family, cooking dinner, all that good stuff. We're talking Top Rank, bringing boxing back. I'm bringing boxing back. Yeah. Remember that Justin Timberlake? Nobody? All right, it's all right.
Yeah, we got it.
Yo, what happened to Justin, bro? How he fall off like that?
Yo, he waxed up,
fall off,
chilling.
bro.
I mean, fell off
Yeah,
like
and Ariana Grande hit, right?
he ain't making what? Ariana Grande? How'd that go?
Yeah, they had some new song. That was the one they was battling 6ix9ine for the top.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you talking about Justin, the other one, bro? I'm talking about Justin Timberlake.
Just Timberlake.
Yeah, I'm
one.
talking
I'm talking about Tim.
Nah,
Last time I remember him is like the social media thing, like the movie, man. I don't remember some of his
What
movies. Like,
movie?
you know, the Facebook
Oh,
movie.
nah, man, he did something bigger than that after that. I mean, I don't know if it was bigger, but he done some good movies. I think it was one called In Time or something like that, where like you could see your hours dying. Can you imagine that shit?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Crazy.
Sounds like Untitled, man.
Yeah, definitely Untitled, man. I got some shit to recommend. I watched the whole season or something. But let's go out to these sponsors.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Kim Boom, Brooklyn, what up?
Yo, peace to the gods. Listen, man. Hey, yo, Ness. Yo, sorry, happy belated born physical, you know what I'm saying, on your birthday and all that. I didn't know your birthday. Your birthday was the same day as my man, you know what I'm saying? So,
Thank you, brother.
Definitely part of self with that. Hey, listen, man, I'm very happy. As my man Boxing Info Joe say, the boxing guard smiled down on the first topic, Miss Crews. You know what I mean? Because that was some drama right there. That was some drama. He was talking about like, the WBA or WBC was talking that stuff like, she gonna have to fight somebody, get her title back. I'm glad that justice prevailed. Maybe justice prevailed everywhere out here. You know what I mean? Second of all, I see they trying to bring boxing back, boxing coming back. I got my man Stevenson. I got my man Stevenson and everything. I want to go back to a topic that you said about, Derevynchenko and Canelo, if I can, please. Hey, check this out, right? I think for that fight, I know that would be a good fight, but money-wise, I want to see Billy Joe, man. I want to see Billy Joe. And you know what I'm saying? I know Doomy, we like Derevynchenko because, he can fight and everything. But like you said, we got to keep the zone from going under. You know what I mean? We got to keep the zone from going under. So they got to do that Billy Joe fight and all that. Or put in Gabe Rosado, Puerto Rico, Mexico. You could get that popping too. You know what I mean? But like I say, also that thing with Crawford and Pacquiao, man, if they could put that together, that would be interesting. Because, that would be a scalp. That would be a scalp for, for Crawford. If he could not, can he knock off Pacquiao? I don't know. It'd be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Be interesting. But like I said, everybody, peace. Right now, Ness, I'm back on the road. I'm in, I got to go down to Mississippi, bring a trailer, bring it back to Chicago. So, all, JD, JT, J-Mac, all my truck drivers, Supermax, peace. I'm out.
Peace, bro.
Yo, I didn't want to interrupt, but do you mean like Triple G instead of Crawford? I think you said Crawford Triple G, or was he talking about a different topic?
He was addressing another show.
Oh, another show, yeah.
Yeah, we had a show on that. Okay. I don't remember when. It might have been on Sunday or Saturday. I don't know. Yeah. But it was Ness' birthday probably, too.
Let me get to Info Joe in California.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers? What's up?
What up, Joe?
What up, Joe?
Hey man, shout out to King Born, man. You be safe out there, brother. You so New York. I love it. I love that dude accent, man. Be safe out there, King Born. As he was saying, Ness, we need to can I get a round of applause, man? Hey man, that's for. I'm glad they had some kids in there and some adults, man. Shout out to the boxing gods. Shout out to the boxing gods. We back. I've been fiending for boxing like a crack fiend, man. Shout out to Shakur being first up to bat. Hey man, I'm loving life, man. This would take some of the steam off of the world, man. Shout out to TBV, man, for holding it down all this time with no boxing. You kept us boxing hardcores occupied with different subjects, man. Shout out to all the callers, all the listeners, all the TBV family for being patient with the boxing gods, and they finally done blessed us. Oh, I'm hyped. I'm hyped, and I will be there at the chat, first in the chat room. Hey, as far as get to some boxing now, of course Shakur got this hands down. Shout out to New Jersey's finest. And as far as Pacquiao and Triple G, I don't like that fight. I think, like you say, Coach Mitty, he might pepper him up, but we gonna all feel bad. Like, damn, why did he take that fight? If he knocked Pacquiao and break his over the bone too, or something even worse, man. So I would hope that he would take one of the other welterweights, man. If not, if he does take that fight, drop the belts and let the young welterweights fight. If he does do that, what's the other topic? Ruiz versus Arreola, right?
Yeah, right. Joe, you losing your service, man. Get by a window or something.
Chris Arreola. Now?
Yeah.
I like that fight. That'd be a good fight at the Staples Center. I think it'll sell out. All the Latinos here in Los Angeles. I like that fight. And Mario, don't sleep on Intrigue, man. Don't sleep on him, man. Don't take no dose. He got some bars, man. All right? That's all I got, man. You. Blessings to all y'all. Blessings to all y'all. Blessings to the TBB family. Love all y'all. Peace.
Joe, man.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you for calling in. We're going out to Jay in Colorado. Talk to us.
Hello? Hey, what's up? Can y'all hear me?
We hear you, brother. What's up?
Man, that's like to call Mario the GOAT, but I'm Money May. But I get wilder and I might spill cuz this left touch his face. I'ma disrespect this Texas dude like Tony did in Charlo face. Mario gonna get maxed, and I wrapped him on my first take. He tried to corner me, but I knocked him outside the lines. This man is dying. Oliver McCall, this fight got him crying. This shit's a crime. That's on mute. Talking about cut the time, but I still got time. He getting these 2-punch combos like double time. It's time to rumble. Let's talk sports. I'm talking Brian Gumble. Done playing humble. That's all I got. But you know, Mario, I'm coming for you. You know, when I'm coming. Yeah, I try my best. You know, man, I want to give y'all a little something when I can. You know, shout out Mario and Tree. But I'm still coming. The young GOAT, Jay Billy. You know, I'm coming in when it's coming in. You know, I'm out.
Yo, I wasn't gonna cut him, but I thought I heard a SHI. You know what I'm saying? You know,
it might have slipped
I
in there.
thought
maybe.
I thought he might have slipped in a little curse word, and that's against the rules. But it was nice. It was nice,
and he still spit about 400 times the amount of bars we've heard from Intrigue thus far. So you know,
I didn't know who he was. I thought he was like Mario next opponent, and I'm saying, I mean, that guy is, spilling his beans already, man.
Yo, shout out to Intrigue the Incredible with a super chat. He says, I got the official No Smoke Mario shirts for sale. All proceeds will be donated for Mario's funeral.
That ain't even funny. It ain't funny because you just said that. You said, the only suit is the box. Like he's just using your own bars. You late right now. Like you said that already. I'm just keeping it real.
I like it. Keep promoting it, bro. We got to make them believe that you got a chance. So, nobody wants to see a one-sided shellacking.
Is it happening this week, or did he ask for another week?
It's June 13th. June 13th is the official date, and we will have, we'll
what
do
happened
some.
to June 6th?
I know he petitioned.
That's Doomy and Izzy.
I know he petitioned for June 21st. I think he was talking about he needed 3 weeks. He got a lot of stuff going on and all this stuff like that. So I don't know. But let me get to King Amin in Essex. What it do?
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
What up, Kaz? What up? What you got to say, Jay Leon?
Damn, they called you Jay. Yo, why they calling him Jay Leon, man? I don't get it. What's up with that?
I don't get it either.
Yo, Jay Leon don't even look like you.
I was great hype. That's what it was.
Listen, Jay Leon on the money team. You heard? He on the money team, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm good with that.
All right, that's all.
He shelved on the money team, too.
Nah, but look. So, yeah, I'm going to use most of my call for that because here's the thing, man. I'm coming to shake it up, man. Like, yo, Idris, listen, it's been a fight week, you know what I'm saying? I've been kind of quiet all week. I've been training, you know what I'm saying? I ain't bring nobody in the camp, you know what I'm saying? But listen, when it go down, I'm going for number 9 to number 6. And I'm going to just wait quietly because what's happening is nobody's not saying my name. Nobody's not saying my name. You recognize it. And so this is the big stage for me. Everybody's going to say, wow, he might have went from, this spot to now he's going, just watch. Just watch what I'm doing. And if I get knocked off, we'll see. But I'm very confident going into this fight. I'm not going to overlook my opponent, but I'm very excited for Saturday.
Who's his opponent?
Idris from the UK.
Oh man, that's okay.
Yo, that's a fire matchup for real. Sony is not playing.
I got my eye on Idris, man. So that means if you body him, I gotta come for you. I mean,
I'm scared for Idris. Battle the prospect, okay?
Because I'm a body Sony.
Yeah, all right. Well, we all catching bodies then, huh?
They calling you Jay Leon because of rap. You the rap Jay Leon in boxing metaphor. They trying to play you.
I know. Come on, you way behind the time, bro.
Yo, you got to get a win, champ.
Listen, you got to get in the ring. We know you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You like Darrell Uncle. You like Leon Lawson. You throwing a left hook with the ring on, you know?
That's because I'm a master my flow. Watch, I'm mastering my flow. I'm going to kill it.
Darrell Uncle.
Yo, how the Mexicans say, no mas homes. I'm going to kill that shit. Watch.
Oh, man.
We got boxing on Tuesday. They trying to make me go back to work Monday, but we got boxing on Tuesday. Shout out to everybody. Thank you, Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I'm excited, and I'm on it like Joe, man. I appreciate what y'all been doing. Thanks to all the callers, everybody on the back calls, the whole, Sony and greatness with all they doing. It's just been a great vibe. Now we got boxing back, so we're going to keep the momentum going, man. Shout out to Blue Cheese. I'm out, fellas, man.
Bruh.
Yeah. Yo, for real, shout out Sony and shout out Greatness. They've been doing a really good job of go ahead, Ness, of making this thing just bigger and better. It's like every event has been better than the last. You know what I mean? And to me, this week, Saturday, Doomy Izzy, I mean, this card is stacked with guys that have been killing it lately. Just killing it.
In the chat, they said casual is not jelly on love, man. It's like Andy Ruiz. He needs a tune-up, man. He needs an areola, man. And that's what I just seen in the chat, man. It's disrespectful, man.
That's cool. That's what Sony is.
Hey, yo, Izzy needed that 2-week camp, man. He didn't want to take me off the call out. So we're gonna see what he got, man. Izzy, he go back to the drawing board. He start cutting up. But I got something for Izzy. I ain't even start writing yet, I'll be honest with you. But
yo, listen.
That's not how I do, man.
I'm gonna tell you. Yo, no.
Do that.
He got it. I promise he got it. But I'll tell you something about Intrigue. That man Intrigue, bro, he ain't got no bars. All right. I'm going to clap him up like I'm giving him a round of applause. Look, I'm telling you, I'm ready for this man.
He just closed his eyes and preached on you.
Yo, hey, I'm going to mess around and show up with 2 boxing gloves like Info Joe.
Oh, I already got my outfit for Sony.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I'm coming in, drip.
Bro, for real. Hey, you gotta come drip now. After Sony showed up looking, he had that fly, Wu-Tang matching hat, bro. You can't slouch no more.
Coming correct, man. When you're under the lights, you gotta come in like Floyd. You gotta come in like Javante. You gotta come in there like my man Canelo. Specially made from the what's that indigenous tribe that be making his stuff? No, it was not the Azteca. It's something else. It's like un pueblo in Mexico, man. Maybe some of my Mexican brethren can.
Guadalajara.
Nah, it's a tribe. It's a tribe. It's a
tribe.
It's like a special tribe too up there in Mexico. But hopefully one of the callers could probably help me with that. Not correct me, but help me with that. Cheer.
Yo, yeah. So definitely, if you have not checked out a show yet, check it out this Saturday. This is definitely one that's gonna be like, whoa. But
no headgear.
Break it up. Like
no headgear.
Explain for some of the listeners that are there for the regular boxing. I'm sure they're a bit lost about what we.
Oh, okay, yeah, good call. So it's boxing bars Saturday where you come, we're battling each other, but the verses have to be boxing oriented. You know what I mean? You have to have some boxing knowledge to throw into the bar. So it's like skill and talent and knowledge kind of all wrapped into one. And it's been fun, and dudes have gone at it. And I've heard some of the best verses all month. Last month and the previous. So, real quick counterpunch from Eric Cruz. He said, "What's the deal with all these nursery rhymes?" Ooh,
ooh, man.
All right.
We're gonna
call in on Saturday, champ.
But that's creativity, man. That's what COVID makes you do, right? We don't have like regular boxing. We're just a bunch of like boxing addicts. We like our music as well. So we just do our thing, man. We're bashing it out with the words, man.
We're going to have Eric battling pretty soon. You're going to see. That's what he said about Border Wars. So what's that? And next thing you know, he's a veteran of Border Wars. He's going to come in with some flow, with that Texas flow. I'm having a blast, man. I like this, man.
It's fun, man.
It's boxing bars, it's something that I grew up, music.
Did y'all get to that Eric Cruz super chat?
Yeah, we read it. So, yeah, I'm battling Izzy. Got a nice undercard, right? You got my man Enrique back on the scene, trying to climb the rankings. Faces Sony.
Back to back. I'm like the longest. I fought more than Mario on
I know.
In the booth.
He has. You're right.
Active fighter. He like the Gabe Rosado. We're gonna give him the Gabe Rosado title.
People be ducking Mario.
That's why they say you're punch drunk now, man. You fight too much, man.
Damn. That's why they calling you Jay Leon. You gotta get a win, so they stop calling you Jay Leon, bro.
Yo, I gotta win over greatness, man. Stop.
He did.
That is true.
And after I battled greatness last week, he was on his toes like, oh shit, why they scoring for my man? Why they scoring for Cash early? Let's go for that.
I mean, you only as good as your last fight, and
that's fine though. That's fine.
You know what I mean? We need you back in the win column, champ. You the champ. Get back in the win. Let me go out to Steve in Chicago. Talk to me.
What's up, fellas?
What up?
Yeah, it is good that this boxing's finally coming back. I like that Shakur's doing it. I think Shakur's going to be great. I really like that kid. I was looking over the card. I don't really know too many of the names, but if I had to say there was an upset, it's probably going to be that Mikaela. I've only seen her fight once, and honestly, I wasn't impressed. It just seems like they're hyping her up. I don't know this other girl she's fighting, but I heard on the show this morning that she's tough, so that could be an upset. But let's talk about this welterweight division, because I'm going to say something, and I'm only going to bring this up because you had this guy on the show, and you let him talk about his fight. But I listened to Brian Custer. He did an interview with Spence. And if you listen to what Spence said, it's like what you be saying, Ness. He asked him about Ugas, and he's like, he don't bring nothing to the table. And those guys are on the same team. Spence he says he don't do nothing for him. So if this Pacquiao Triple G, I don't know where this is coming from, but if Pacquiao wants a challenge, let's fight Spence. I'm going to beat that drum. I've been beating that drum. That's the fight I want to see. Let's see if he can get over Spence before we could see him with Triple G. I don't think there'd be much interest in a Triple G fight. Let's make that Spence fight. And Spence says he wants Pacquiao and he wants Danny. And yeah,
Steve,
really,
you think Pacquiao gets hurt in that Triple G fight?
I don't know about hurt. No, I don't know about hurt. I don't think he gets hurt. But I just don't think there's much interest in that. I think there'd be more interest in him fighting Spence. That's more of a marquee name now than Triple. I don't know. I'm not gonna. That's just what I want as a fan. I want Spence and I want Pacquiao. I don't want to see Triple G. But
it's a sideshow. That's a sideshow.
Yeah. And really, to be honest with you, after listening to what Spence had to say, I'll be honest with you, man, Crawford should pursue Ugas. That would be the best fight for Crawford, in my opinion. I really like it. Styles makes fights, and that's a challenging fight for Crawford.
Bruh, but if Spence said Ugas does nothing for him, how the hell can you hack Crawford to fight him?
Yeah, but Crawford's just fighting off. Look at the guys he's been fighting. Is it going to be at least better than the guys? Spence he's got all the guys in his stable. You see what I'm saying? Who does Crawford?
Yeah, but is Ugas that much better than a Kell Brook fight? I'm really asking.
I mean, again, if we talking Kell Brook, you got to be specific as to what weight. If you bring Kell Brook back to fucking welterweight after 3 years, absolutely Ugas is a better decision.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Let's go to Stonebone Boxing. Talk to me.
What up? Hey, that's what champions do. They bring guys to weight classes to fight them when other guys don't want to fight them. I guess that's what Canelo gonna bring Derevynchenko from 160, or is he gonna fight Andrade at 160? So I don't even really care where these guys fighting at. If they want to fight somebody, if they make the weight, make the fight. I wouldn't go up to fight Kell Brook and drop my belt. I mean, it'd be different if I was going up to fight a champion or something, like go to 54. That'd be something, but Kell Brook is not worth that. And Shakur, he's owed this fight, man. He's supposed to fight. They canceled this fight while everybody was there. You know what I mean? He's supposed to pick up $500,000 out of that fight, man. That was a disappointment. I know he disappointed. He wanted to get in the ring and beat somebody up so he can go ahead and get a unification or move up. He got big things planned for him, and I doubt Mikaela Mayer gonna be the one that's upset. She got a good work ethic. She a late starter in boxer, but she a big girl though. Like, you know what I mean? She every bit of 5'9", 5'10". She's a big girl, so they're gonna to beat them. A girl gonna have to work. You know what I mean? She's gonna have to have some good size and stuff like that. And Jared Anderson, there, man, it's a showcase. It's a chance for you to get up on that big level. Top Rank is putting them guys out there, letting them make a little bit of money and getting a little bit of exposure. Ain't nothing going on but riots and shit like that. So maybe this will be a little something for some of the young black boxing fans to feel positive about with all of this, even the stuff that happened today. So, it's just, I think it's a perfect time for it. I think Shakur, the smile, the American Olympian, you know what I mean? The supposed to have been gold medalist but came up short. That's a great story. This his time, and how many other people have a fight announced? These dudes ain't got no fight announced. By the time these dudes announce they fight, Shakur be done announced his next fight. So he'll be got 2 bags real quick while these rest of these dudes is probably begging to get a show. And Triple G, he is the definition of riding coattails. He has rolled, I think Canelo need to pay child support for Triple G because that is his son. Because he has rolled Canelo this whole time. He ducked Ward and rolled Canelo curtails to get him. He got the DAZN deal on Canelo back. So Canelo probably paying child support for Triple G because he done basically gave him his career, gave him a DAZN deal with hopes that they'll get another fight with him. So Triple G fight Pacquiao. Why didn't you fight Ward? why didn't you fight all these other guys? You was begging for Floyd to come up 3 divisions and fight you. So you won't fight nobody. I don't even want to hear Triple G name until Canelo beat him again, and then hopefully he can retire. I don't even know what Jordan was thinking, giving him a Jordan brand and skipping over all these great black fighters. I just want to slap Jordan sometime. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow.
Nominee right there, man. Call of the year nominee, man.
That was actually a really, really good call.
Facts always, man. We going out to greatness, Harlem.
Harlem, what up?
How y'all living?
We living.
We alive.
Good. How I sound, man?
You got a new mic? After that win, that
Cash,
victory
man.
money got you a new
Cash,
mic?
Cash, I definitely hear you talking real hot, man. Yo, Mario, do your man's a favor before you get him in trouble. Go watch that playback. You did not win, bro. Mario just can't count every now and again. But Mario, just get your man's Ness. Calm your squad down, man, before they pursue greatness.
Yo, he want a rematch, bro. He calling for the trilogy. He calling for the trilogy.
Hey, the trilogy happened. Doomsday is coming. You dig what I'm saying? And that Mario versus Intrigue is real intriguing. Listen, do the math, man. Mario, holla at me, man.
Yo, real talk though. Thank you for everything you've been doing. Greatness, like, man, you and Sony just really doing this thing, man, for real.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. We trying to make it work. You feel what I'm saying? Sony definitely started that energy, put that spark to the flame. You feel what I'm saying? And that was it got me in my bag, you know. So hopefully it grows. You dig what I'm saying?
Definitely.
All right.
Yo, check that playback, Mario. Check that playback.
Yo, that hurt him because you see he went back to the playback. He was so hurt by that loss. He was like, yo, go back to this playback.
Yo, if look, I'm not gonna say nothing because obviously I haven't heard I have actually heard the playback, but I didn't count the calls. But I've heard the battle probably 3 or 4 times now. But listen, if I did mess up, you know, it definitely wasn't intentional. I don't know. I don't think I did. Like I don't know. I was really careful. I still have, you know, I have the votes, the judging cards for every single fight still.
Well, you should do a recount.
I will. You know what? I will do a recount.
Take it up with the commission.
I think Enrique shouldn't be subject to that. Like, that's old news.
I know, me neither. You're right. You're right. He won that.
It is what it is. BoxRec say Enrique won. We don't care about recounts at this point. But yo, 616 champ, you slapping, slacking in your mac and slipping in your pimping. I've been hit you up like, yo, what it do? Who this? Is that James? I think that might be James. No, am I wrong? Is Mario there?
Shoot, my bad. I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't see nobody, and I had to refresh. Oh. Yeah, that is.
I'm going out to NO in the meantime.
Okay.
In New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Whoa. What's good? And that's Mario Casual. What's popping, man?
What's happening?
Man,
chilling.
So I need y'all to let me know something, bro. Pacquiao and Triple G really in negotiations right now.
Nah, not negotiations. Freddie Roach saying that Pacquiao been talking that he won a 9th title.
With Triple G, like all right, y'all just drawing Triple G.
Nah.
No. Freddie Roach mentioned Triple G. Yeah.
See, bro, for all the Triple G fans out there right now, I need y'all to sit back and listen right now, bro. If that man take that fight with that little bitty man, steroids, I don't care what y'all got to say about Pac-Man. Triple G take that fight, he need to be ashamed of himself, man. Like, all these other guys, like, you got Charlo.
Yo.
Oh, shit, the restart.
Oh, he got that.
That's the remix. That's that remix, NO.
That's that Skype restart. That Skype restart on him.
Damn.
Yo, I like him. Like, what? When I first started listening to boxing, but I couldn't understand him. Him and another guy, like, with the New Orleans accent, or I don't know what accent I was like, but he was like, "Whoa, you dig?" I was like, "What's that guy
Early on,
talking
his
about?"
connection wasn't the best. He didn't have the best connections early on, but then he got a much better connection
it's 'cause
later.
he's
I
on
don't
the
think it was
road.
connection. Like,
Oh,
for
you
me,
just it was an
like,
accent. You're not used to it.
I wasn't used to that and all that. I was just
Gotcha.
trying to understand, man. But I liked it though.
I lived next to a family that was from New Orleans. I went to school with them from 8th grade to 12th. And so, yeah, we used to kick it all the time, play basketball and stuff.
I never made it down there, man, for the whole carnival. And
Yeah,
I know.
Like,
My wife
Marty
said it's
Mark,
fun.
like, I hear like we see all the movies and all that. I hear it's fire, man.
Yo, one time
had
I
that
drove.
show, the Big Easy. Remember that?
I drove to Texas.
Y'all ain't
and
trying to do Mardi Gras TBV style.
I wanted to do it. I want to do Mardi Gras. I drove to Texas and I passed by New Orleans and I was like, damn, that's the spot. But
real
they got,
quick,
they
with
got
a super
some,
chat from Intrigue in Atlanta that says, only bars Mario got is made from chocolate. Fat boy going to heaven, I guess.
6-13-20.
They ain't putting you in a jar. He putting you in
listen, I'm Crawford, all right, in this situation. All right. No, you know what? I'm everybody in this situation. All right. Yo, listen, I'm Crawford in this situation because I've been chasing Spence. I rapped one time and we ain't seen Intrigue since.
Ooh, free bars. Free bars. That's what we do over here. That's for free.
Yo, this for NO and them.
Things New Orleans people say. What's that? What's that? Why you Jolson?
Why you Jolson?
Your mama them there?
Yo, don't be getting me flagged, bro. What you over here playing, man? Yo,
Oh, flag.
Nah, that's somebody from New Orleans post that. I thought it was cute. You know what I'm saying? Girls was like, "Hey, what up, baby? Your mama and them there?
Your mama and them there.
Your mama and them there? What you cook?"
Let me get back to NO. NO, come on, we had restarted on you, man. In the middle of your call, go for it.
Wody, what up, Wody?
Man, that's cold-bloodedness, bro. See, bro, you know how much smoke I just gave out, bro?
Yeah.
I ain't even know all that.
Yeah,
like,
we dropped off.
You were saying Triple G.
You were saying if Triple G take that fight with Pacquiao and we lost
He'd be ashamed of himself, you said.
Yeah, man. See, bro, dude need to be ashamed of himself, bro. You got Charlo, you got Andre, bro. You got dudes at 168, man. They got dudes at 175, man. So if you want to be great, man, show us something, man. You never did nothing in your whole career. You stayed in the same weight class and did the same bullshit for years, man. And you pick it
So
back
you
like
don't want him to
Stone
get that Pacquiao money? You think I'm not leaving that. I'm not leaving that Pacquiao money on the floor, bro. I'm sorry.
So if he take that fight, you saying Triple G is an all-time great, hands down. You got him over, no.
If I'm Triple G, listen to me. If I'm Triple G, I'm not even thinking or considering all-time great. I'm just thinking about the dollar signs and the zeros attached to the check they go with fighting Pacquiao.
But Ness, ain't he fighting on his own? Right or wrong?
Yeah.
His money already guaranteed. It ain't no money thing.
It don't matter.
Man,
It don't matter.
man,
Didn't you see
he wanna fight a
Canelo?
smaller man. He wanna fight a smaller man.
You seen Canelo. Canelo got more than what he's supposed to be getting for a few fights already. They already offered him incentives, is the word they use, to take the Triple G fight. So, come on.
How much they gonna get Triple G, Ness? How much? Tell me how much they gonna get Triple G.
We ain't there yet.
All right, but I'm asking you, how much is Triple G worth? How much is Triple G worth?
I don't know. I don't know.
$5 million.
What you mean $5 million? Derevynchenko got 5.5 to fight Triple G.
So he worth more than that.
Hell yeah.
Like 10 mil at least.
Bro, Triple G Pacquiao's a big fight. Not that I think it's a legit fight, but it's a big fight. Two pay-per-view dudes, bro. You wildin'.
Hold up, Ness. When they make that fight, I want you to say the same thing you said when Spence and Mikey.
Bro, when they make that fight, I'm gonna be doing shows about that fight left and right because it's gonna get hella publicity. Same
Yeah,
way,
but you
same way
no,
Mikey
no, but
and Earl.
you said
Same
you
way
said
Mikey,
what
same way Mikey and
Earl
Earl was. Yeah, same way. Except Pacquiao ain't no fucking Mikey.
What is he then? How many weight classes is he
He
going up to
better
fight
than
Triple G
Mikey.
at one?
He better and he's stronger than Mikey. He done showed that throughout the years, man. Come on, stop disrespecting Pacquiao like that.
At this point in his career, he's stronger and all this shit than Mikey. At this point in his career.
Didn't you just see what he did to Thurman? Tell Mikey get a win like Thurman.
You thought Thurman won the fight. You told me you thought Thurman had.
I don't know if I told you. I gotta see what I scored it. But Thurman landed more right hands on Pacquiao than any man in history. Not even Marquez. Marquez was mad when he seen that fight. But yeah, man, that's GTO on Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Morning show, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. West Coast, 7 a.m. Central, 2 p.m. UK.
Yeah. At Mario Mungi on Twitter, at Mario Mungi on Instagram. Catch us in the morning. Peace.
Yo, Enrique Church is my name. TBV_casual_fan is my handle on Twitter and my YouTube channel. BoxingFanApparel.com. You can get 2 for $30. You can get 1 for $50, or you can get a $100 hoodie. But I'm talking about it's more than merch. It's a story, and then the actual product is the merch. But go there, man. Hit me up.
Yeah, you can hit me up on IG, Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ, TikTok, same handle, and on Twitter, AlexTBV. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you are aware that we're going live. That's all we do is go live. So
don't forget.
Don't forget. Set a whole stage on fire. Remember that?
Yo, don't forget to catch us on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. We've been doing overtime daily, plus we got Monday night Untitled, Tuesday night Film Study Tuesdays, and it's looking like we might have a prospect show coming on Wednesdays.
Yo, you weren't that clear on Tuesday when Shakur Stevenson fights. We doing a live fight chat.
We ain't gonna be doing film study because we gonna be doing live.
We ain't doing a film study. We doing a live fight chat. You can watch the fight with us, right?
Yo, maybe we could do a film study on Friday because that'll be 2 weeks in a row that we wouldn't have done it. So I'm down if y'all want to do it tomorrow.
Nah, didn't we do David Tua? Oh no, we didn't do Blackout.
That was 2 weeks ago.
True.
Yeah.
Hey yo, this week's ain't even fly though. Like they want to really do Mikey Peterson. Danny Peterson.
Danny Peterson. Yeah.
I got Danny Peterson live footage.
Could we get a fight with some knockdowns at least?
Oh, you didn't hear? Everybody voted. They said we could do Con Peterson instead.
All right.
No,
that was action. That was
Yeah,
action.
but I would love that fight. You know.
Con, bro. Con was.
I can show y'all.
Bro, Con was showing how much of a girl he was in that fight.
I can show y'all how Con won that fight. I could break it down for y'all.
I can show you. I can show you exactly the point in time when I realized Con wears panties. I could show you in that fight.
That's what's up. I could show you the moment when Washington, the referee from Washington D.C. basically screwed Khan. I could show you the moment.
I think I could show you when Maidana put it on Khan.
Yeah,
I can show you
what Joe.
It was in Washington.
Down. I can show you when Khan put Maidana
Yeah, but Mitty,
down.
I can show you when Joe Cortez helped Khan. You know,
yeah, that's fine.
Maidana went like that. He didn't even throw the elbow. He just was pump fake.
Show me when Joe Cortez helped Floyd. Show me when Joe, all them.
Yo, Mario finally got some backup on the panel.
Yo, especially with Khan, man. Especially with Khan, man. Like, I'm 100% biased on him, man. Trust me.
Khan is the biggest UK failure. Like, he let y'all down. He let y'all down tremendously. George Groves accomplished more than Khan.
Mitty's gonna be biased on Khan.
He's trying to start something again, man. You said peace already.
Didn't George Groves have the ring belt?
No.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
No. Callum Smith won it in. Don't try to invent stuff, man.
Yo, catch us on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Yo.
Yo es el perro de la casa.
What up?